Heyo. Oh, yeah.
Here we are.
Get revealing already.
I know. I'm not even that revealed. I'm just
We don't
wearing
even-
a shawl.
we don't have our music now.
What do you mean our music?
It's dead. Where's our music?
Oh, I didn't cue it. That's my bad. There you go. You happy?
That's a
No,
music.
this is the wrong music.
That's the
That was the
relay race music when we carry
When
an
did we
egg
did a
on a spoon.
When did we do a relay race?
No, I'm just kidding.
recently?
Like, this is what it sounds like. It sounds like the hype music for like changing some events or whatever it is.
Well, there you go. Now you have your background music.
What's up, gang? Welcome to another episode of Attack. Thank you guys for hanging out with us. We are going to carve a brand new alien character from the Takoro universe.
Which you guys helped create.
Yes, from the last stream. Last stream, you guys joined us, and we worked out a lot of the details, kind of expanding this like weird tadpole-headed character, and kind of gave him some details and face structure and all that, and some kind of purpose in life for the species. We don't really have a name for the species yet, so
Maybe we'll come up with one today.
Yeah, that'd be cool. And just really working out the designs of the character as a linoleum block print is important, because really good designs for me are, you know, not solidified until they look good as a carving. So a lot of the stuff that I do can look good as a sketch, but it doesn't really count until it's carved and looks good, because then you know that the details work and all that kind of stuff. So we're going to get into that. We have brand new Mug Club updates. We got 2 in the store right now, and then we have 2 that we're going to reveal shortly. So show the 2 in the store right now.
Sure.
And then
You don't want to say hi to anybody first?
Yeah,
You just
you
wanna
cue it
go
up.
straight
no,
to
because I don't want to bury the lead, but you're right. We should say hi to people.
I feel like we should.
What up, Robert? What up, Jan Fitz C? Dead Kiriyama, Squid. Just how did you get Squid on YouTube? That's awesome. John R. Price. What's going, man? Jolly Ginger Giant. I love that name. Colt. What up? Odd Creations. Pedro Lanusa. Thank you guys for all the emojis. I love seeing them there. Matt Smith. Matt Smith, by the way. Matthew Smith, the guy behind the incredible Takoro figure. Yeah, the ring, the baby Takoro sculpt. He's a 3D wizard going places. I bet we're going to have a lot of fun watching the kick-ass stuff he makes going forward. Omnibuster says, let's carve Akbar Sapien. Yes, you guys, it's an aquatic alien character, but I am going to make an effort today to try to lose some of that correlation. Although I was looking at it today, not that much.
It's not that,
It's
anymore.
not that much.
Not
you know,
anymore.
and Ape Sapien is literally the fucking creature from the Black Lagoon. So suck it.
Who else is
And
here?
K&L Collectibles, how you doing? Robo Dragon, it's gonna be fun. Look at this cool guy in his cool guy clothes.
He's got a lot of cool guy clothes.
I don't have a lot of clothes. In fact, we were today at Old Navy trying to buy some pants.
That's where you get cool guy clothes, by the way. Old Navy,
all my clothes come from Old Navy, except for cool T-shirts that I either design myself or people send me. Like this one,
This is true.
was a gift from one Gary Harmon of Toy Matrix. So shout
We
out
both
Gary.
got
thank you.
matching shirts.
Yes.
Because what kind of couple doesn't have matching T-shirts?
Matching King Kong versus Godzilla, so we can go on our date night wearing matching T-shirts.
All right. Let's take a look at these mugs.
Yeah, let's go to the
'Cause
mugs.
I know all of you want to join the
Mug Club.
It's a very important club to be part
We
of.
had the Daruma mug, and now look at that. Next
Boom.
to the
First off, we have the Golakiri
fresh
mug.
off the Golakiri boat.
Press.
It says Golakiri.
I love this.
All right, so, that's cool, right?
So cool.
Yeah, shout out Eric Denman for the good design.
And I just like that it's like his big ass head on the.
I like
on
it.
the mug. If this isn't a whole vibe in the morning when you're having
Yes.
your coffee, like please don't approach me. See, I think that one only comes in 11 ounce. Yeah, I think the Daruma one is the one that has the bigger size.
Let's see, and then
we have the Takoro one.
I love this one. This is basically just the OG print on a mug.
Yeah, it's great.
I think there's another angle.
There is. Yeah.
Let me see. And then there you go.
part
He'll
says
say
Attack
Attack Peter on the
Peter.
back. And then the cityscape kind of wraps all around. Shout
Right,
out
right.
Eric for great design on that. I
Yeah.
love that one.
Also, only 11 ounces. It doesn't
I
come
wonder
in a
why.
bigger size.
Did we do that on
But if you
purpose?
do, well, I don't know. But if you do need a bigger size mug, you can always snatch the Daruma mug, which is the OG mug. And that one also comes in, I believe, 11 and 15 ounces. I'll
Big
show
boy
you right
size.
now. Just in case you need the big boy mugs for tons of coffee, you've got the 11 ounce and, yeah, also a 15 ounce version as well. And the Daruma mug has the Daruma print wrapping all the way around.
Yeah. If
with the
you
logo on
are a coffee person like Gabby is in the morning, I
Yeah.
like coffee, but I don't drink hot coffee.
Oh, I love hot coffee in the morning.
But I do enjoy mugs. So I'll
You.
put cold drinks in a mug. And I think these mugs are pretty awesome. So if you
like
guys,
them.
I gotta be honest with you, like mugs was kind of like an afterthought for me. Like, yeah, we'll do a mug. Why
Because
not?
you're not a coffee drinker.
Yeah, and then you guys really dug the mugs so much that we said let's put some more mugs out there. And if you like one, grab one. If you like a few of them, grab them.
And
But
get ready because you're gonna have to bring it to the conventions. That's
so
how
we
you
can clink,
prove you're one of us. Yeah.
clink. Well, we're the only booth with active clink.
Right, exactly. I'll bring a coffee maker so you can fill your mug with coffee. You know what we need next, right? Is these.
We got. I
Look,
wonder why
are
we
you,
don't.
Are
What?
you watching or are you
Oh,
ignoring me?
Yeah.
These things.
I don't know if we have access to that, but I'll see.
Water bottles
Let me
or
ask
not?
right now if I can get the 15-ounce versions real quick.
Yeah, ask
Can
them
we
to put the 15 ounce for
get
the
the
new ones. That would be nice.
15-ounce versions?
This is what a great company he works for that
Yeah.
he can just ask as we go.
And let's see if it works. And then, yes, we have 2 other mugs we want to show. So, Eric, if you're listening live and whoever is pulling the trigger back there wants to make those other 2 mugs active, make them active. Let everybody see them. Because we have not just those 2. We have a choice selection.
See, when you said 4, I'm like, 4?
Yeah, we're doing 4 different mugs. Because you know what it was? Like, people were saying mugs, mugs, mugs. I'm not going to, like, trickle a mug out here and there. We're going to come out with a set.
Yeah.
So by the end of today, you should have your whole family of 5.
A whole
Each
collection.
one.
Throw away all your other mugs.
And if you have more than 5 people in your family, too bad. Make the changes you need to make so that it fits 5 mugs.
Yeah, Raph says he's bringing his Takoro license mug. Do you mean
Oh,
Toho,
yeah,
license
Toho license.
Because that's a very, very select, rare item. Who else is here today? Oh, hey, Harriman. Harriman's here. John R. Price
Yo.
says mugs are also for adult beverages.
Correcto.
And I fully agree.
That's true. Our bourbon, bullet bourbon
I will
came
have-
with
yeah.
2 really cool mugs.
The bullet bourbon, right?
Let's
Yeah,
see
it
if
came
we
with
can
2.
get the art cam. Well, okay, look, they're going to be letting us know when the other mugs are up, and I'll tell you guys.
Very cool.
And then, and then.
So what do you want to do? Go to art camp?
Yeah, let's go to art cam and let's
we can
see
get
if.
this party
Yeah, we got a
started?
boogie on this thing.
Got it. All right, let's do it. And naturally,
and
the
then
art cam
art-
isn't working.
Okay,
hold on.
try that
hold on.
activate,
We're gonna make it
deactivate
happen.
thing.
At least you
Let's see
can
if
see
that
us
works.
down here at the bottom.
Yeah.
Hi. Both of us are down here now.
Is it doing it?
Hold on. Nope, still nothing.
Hold on.
It's all right. I'm gonna deactivate it. You run that little program a few times. So yeah, bring your mugs with you to any convention that you're gonna find us at, and we will share either coffee beverages or adult beverages in our mugs, and we will be the cool guys club because we'll have our own mugs. Our club has mugs.
Okay, it should be up now.
There it
we go.
goes.
All right.
Yeah, I told you it wouldn't be that bad.
Okay, so what I did before, just so you guys understand, like I took some of the sketches that we worked on last time digitally on the iPad, and I just kind of sketched one out on this small piece of linoleum. So for me, this is like working out proof of concept art, to make sure it looks good now. Because the size of this head would be the size it would be on a larger 18 by 24 print if I had like a full body and environment. So
Okay.
this is about that size. So I got to make sure I can get some cool detail in here at this size to know that it will work later on. Like I said, a good design for digital art, pen and ink, is not always one-to-one translation for printmaking and vice versa. Some of these printmaking designs, if you just had them pen and ink, sometimes I don't know. There's something weird about it. It doesn't always translate back and forth. So this has to work like this. And this way, if for some reason, if let's say I wasn't happy with it, I would only have worked on this small little block versus a giant 18 by 24 thing. So sometimes I'll do these when I'm working out a brand new design for the first time. So there you go.
All right,
Okay.
we'll get to it.
All right, let's start up while our buddy Paul is putting the mugs in the shop.
Yes.
right.
John R. Price wants to know,
Tell
any
me.
word yet on possible conventions?
Yes, John, there are some interesting things percolating behind the scenes at Skybound HQ. I can't say anything for sure yet, because it's still not 1,000% sure, but it's looking like I will be attending. I don't want to say for sure, but at the end of the year, I may be at 2 different shows, and I can't say much else about that.
More about that.
Yeah, and this honestly won't be characteristic of years going forward. It's just that this was, still like this is the transitionary year after last year. So if we can get 2 done this year, I would be super hyped about that. I will be, for anybody who's in the Florida area, especially Miami area, I'll be attending a Florida SuperCon in Miami. I won't be exhibiting there. I'll just be like there hanging out. So if anybody, has something they want me to sign, or if you want to just say what's up and whatever, like I'll be walking around there, supporting some of my friends who are going to be exhibiting there.
When is Florida SuperCon?
I don't remember. We'll have to check that date.
We do have to.
But it's for sure happening.
Yeah.
It's going to be a weird year for conventions because everything's getting getting the ball back rolling. But
they'll be coming around.
yeah, I'm wondering if
Are
Gabby
we
and
going
I.
to MegaCon, or did that?
That's what I was
did
just
that
gonna say.
happen, or did it
No, it
pass?
hasn't happened yet. And I was just gonna say, I wonder if Gabby and I will make it to MegaCon. Like, I would like to do it,
I would love to do
and
that.
we've been talking about going to Disney at some point this summer. So maybe we'll be out in Orlando again. So Florida people, if you're out in Orlando, West Palm, Fort Lauderdale, Miami, will probably be in the area again. Not exhibiting, not necessarily selling artwork,
But hanging out.
but hanging out. So we will definitely let you guys know. If I don't know if anybody of you in the chat are in those areas.
No, but Raph says Pocket Peter Con in Miami, please, and I agree. we need to have our own. Squid says come to New York City. Trust me, we have plans to.
Oh yeah,
We talk about that a lot.
Yeah, we were there in 2019 in Brooklyn. At
That's
5
still
points.
New York City.
It still counts as New York City.
Of course.
Yeah. But yeah, so we were there, and that was awesome. And I would love to get back. We got some great friends out there. Had one of my favorite conventions we ever did was at 5 Points show.
That was such an awesome show. I remember being like so frazzled at that con because it was so weird for us. Like it was very much a toy convention.
Yeah.
Had we done Decon by then? Yeah, we did,
Yes.
right? We had done another toy convention, but
This one was really a toy
this one was
show.
like really hardcore toy convention. It was kind of bizarre. Let's see. Oh, Pedro says Florida SuperCon is September 10th weekend.
Okay.
That's actually coming up pretty soon.
It'll be here so fast.
I know, because we're already in June. It's crazy.
That's freaking nuts.
Yeah, for real. Let's see. Arizona is great in the winter.
I would love to do.
Says ASU Foodie. Yeah.
Yeah, I would love to do Arizona.
Dying
Number
to
one,
go.
we love it. The state and a lot of the cities there we have been to,
Mm-hmm.
we love. Also, my friend Mike Olivares runs a show called the Tucson Comic Con.
Really?
So yeah, so
I've never been to Tucson.
me neither. So that would be like an awesome way to do both those things.
They said the Phoenix Comic Con was moved to January 2022.
Yeah, I'm telling you, like, it's going to be weird. Like, a bunch of shows are moving different dates, and some are going to happen this year, some aren't. And like I said, it's going to be kind of hard to predict what's going to be the schedule, but it looks like there's 2 fairly large shows towards the end of the year. Not the biggest show of all time, but
No,
two
but notable
fairly,
ones.
two notable ones that we may be attending. And they are in 2 big different cities, which I cannot talk about, just in case.
You never know.
Yeah.
You never know. Yeah, we were in where did we go in Arizona? It was
Sedona.
Sedona, Flagstaff, and
Jerome.
Jerome and Phoenix.
In Phoenix, we were there for
Well,
a
we were in
minute.
Phoenix for like a hot minute. We just had lunch there and then we left. But we're hearing Tucson is amazing. Colt says Tucson is amazing. I'll take you guys around. That would be awesome.
Is that where you are, Colt, in Tucson? Let us know.
ASU says Tucson has some great things, so
Yeah, I'm looking
maybe
forward
Tucson
to it.
is where we gotta go. I'm very much looking forward to traveling again, and it's feeling more and more possible every day.
Yeah.
Things just feel like they're normal.
Gabby and I went to a movie
Oh my
in a
God.
movie theater, and it was fairly full. The crowd, it wasn't
really
like
was.
and
We went to go see A Quiet Place.
Quiet
too,
Place
which was
too.
Wonderful.
We're both fully vaccinated, and
Yes.
we did not wear masks.
No.
Just saying that. And half of the crowd was wearing a mask, half of it wasn't. I don't know what that means, especially in Florida, Miami. But we felt super safe. It was great. There was space in between us and everybody else. And it was so awesome to be in a movie theater again. I cannot tell you.
I still kind of freaked out when that old man in front of us started coughing in the middle of the movie.
Yeah, but I
But
didn't
like
freak
part
out.
of me was like, look,
No,
you're
yeah.
you know.
It was weird, but I had just seen what he was doing before that. He was like swoofing down popcorn like an animal.
Oh, okay. That
And
wasn't
just
a I'm
like,
sick
yeah, no.
cough. That's I'm a
He
I'm a
literally
savage.
has 5 pieces of popcorn horizontally stacked
Damn,
in
that
his
makes me want
esophagus.
Yeah. Okay. Fair enough. Yeah. I'm trying to like. I think we all are, right? Like just trying
weird,
to
yeah.
temper our reactions to other humans, like bodily kind of functions, like coughing and
Yeah.
sneezing and that kind of stuff. It just still feels very strange, but
Yeah, it feels strange, but I was
it feels
just
great to be out
Yeah,
and about and not have to worry about wearing a mask everywhere. So
yeah. Wonton's losing his mind.
cats. There's a cat outside, and Tony is just not okay with it. Let's see. So yeah, Colt says he is in Tucson.
Oh, cool.
That's great. We will definitely visit Tucson. Well, I want to go back.
Yeah,
there,
one
so.
way or another, we'll get there.
We're desperate to go back to Disney. The new Avengers campus opened,
Yeah.
but that's in California.
Yeah, only in California.
Uh-huh. Did you guys see the footage of the Spider-Man performance at the
Yeah.
Avengers?
That's
What
cool.
is it? Compound?
Campus.
Campus. With the new robot that is a flying Spider-Man doing acrobatics. That thing was amazing.
It's so cool, man.
No. I can't. What do you think the hiring process is for the actor who plays the real live Spider-Man?
He has to have some gymnastic ability. I saw the Ordinary Adventures video on it, and they show like he's doing like backflips and things, which is so funny because this person, whoever's acting as Spider-Man in the suit, at up top on the building, he's like gesturing using a pre-recorded track of what sounds like Tom Holland's voice.
Yeah.
Say, hey guys, and please record this and tag me later and all that.
Yeah.
But then he starts doing like a backflip, which anybody here in the real world did a backflip in front of me, I'd be like, whoa, holy shit. Like
I know, but when he does it on stage, you're like,
it's like, bah, bah.
no, because you.
It's Spider-Man. Like, if Spider-Man does a backflip, it should be like.
I know, it should be like an
then he's, like,
Olympic winning,
tumbling.
like gold medal
Yeah.
backflip, and
he-
this guy just does the most like beginner backflip.
No, I would say it's a badass backflip, standing straight and like, but it's just the standards are different when it's a
I
person.
guess.
And then
I
he
don't
does like
know.
a tumble over some boxes.
To me, it seemed so like low-key controlled backflip,
Yeah.
and I'm like, well, yeah, but you're right. If somebody had done that in front of me, I'd
Yeah.
be like,
Holy
wow,
shit, you're the best. You're a superhero.
You're a superhero.
You're a superhero
Let's
now,
see.
dog.
But yeah, that now they have that robot that they made that specifically
That thing is
mimics the
amazing.
movements that he does when he's
You know, it's
swinging.
not a robot. It's like a mannequin.
No, I know
that's
it's
got,
not really a robot,
okay,
but
okay.
it does kind of respond to.
Yeah, the movement. If
Yeah.
it moves a certain way.
It's an animatronic.
I don't think it is. I think it's just like a body that reacts a certain way every time it flips. Like it's like almost like a limp thing. I don't know.
Really?
Yeah, I think so.
All right, fair enough.
Yeah, I think
Whatever.
it is.
Let's see. AC Footy says, I think I might hit up the theaters for the latest Fast and Furious.
Oh yeah, we're definitely going back for
I
Black
won't
Widow.
go back for that, but he says he'll at least for the Eternals, which I agree. I will.
Oh, dude,
we
for
will have
Eternals?
been to the movies a lot more before the Eternals
Yeah,
comes
yeah.
out, but for sure. Steve Pinn, what's up, dude? Robo Dragon says first movie I saw back in theaters was Godzilla versus Kong. Yeah, that was a little. It came out a little too early in the
Down-
post-vaccine cycle for
Yeah,
us.
we weren't eligible to go out and about yet.
Not yet.
But I wish
It
I
would
had
have been
seen
nice.
it.
It would have
Yeah.
been nice. Let's see. What other movies are coming out? Black Widow. We just said Black Widow.
Conjuring.
Conjuring 2, 3.
Conjuring. Yeah, there's 3.
3? Yeah, Conjuring 3. We're curious.
I love
Maybe
those movies.
we'll
Yeah.
see it here at home.
It might be.
I don't
good
know if
HBO
that's
Max.
a movie one.
No, I don't know.
Not for
But
me.
definitely Black Widow. I'll be in theaters for, which is July. But I thought there was something before that.
Well, Loki comes out next week, but
Yeah, but
that's not
that's
the
not
movies.
the movies.
I don't know if anything interesting. Oh, my camera turned off. I don't know that anything interesting comes out in the movies.
Well,
Before
like he
that.
was saying, some folks are gonna lose their mind for Fast 9.
Well,
That's
yeah.
not my jam, but I
It's
get
not.
how it's other people's jams for
Yeah.
sure. I love The Rock, so I could have been convinced.
Oh,
to go see it.
Shang-Chi.
Shang-Chi, but that's in
That's
September.
way later, yeah.
September.
Mhm. What were you saying before that? You could be convinced for what?
If The Rock was in a movie, I can go see it because I love The Rock. But
yeah, but
he's not in it anymore.
He's not in it, so that's fine. Oh, Jungle Cruise came out as well.
it already came out.
I think it's
No.
coming out.
Coming out, yeah.
But
That's
that
cool.
one's. I mean, I don't know how I really feel about it. We saw the trailer, and it's not like blowing our minds or anything.
Okay, we got new mugs.
Oh, we do.
Show the other mugs.
Got it. Okay, hold on. Go to the browser scene.
Hey yo.
Let's There it
What is it?
is. It is a
It's the Warhog.
Warhog mug.
Can you see another angle?
Yeah, you can see it.
Oh, okay, good. There you go. So it's basically like the full print wrapping on the mug, and then on the back you got the little Attack Peter logo.
I like
with
this
that
one.
Yeah.
This one's cool.
We have like 3 Attack Peter logos now. It's cool.
That's true, you do.
Yeah.
Does this one come in 2 sizes? No, it only comes
What
in
the
the
hecky?
11. It's okay.
No, I just wanted to.
I mean,
Find out.
they should come in the bigger sizes for those of us who like to drink an obscene amount of coffee in the morning. But 11 ounces, I have the 11 ounce one. It's just like
11
a
ounces is
mini
like
mug.
a regular size mug. It's just
Sure, regular. Whatever your regular means. For me, regular is the 15 ounce one. In fact, every morning I find myself going for the big ones. But yeah. Let's see, who else is here? Suicide Squad. Oh, Suicide Squad.
Oh yes, I'm psyched to see that. But when is that?
I am. I don't know. Can somebody go look up when Suicide Squad is? Spud Killer, good evening. Hello. What an elegant
Pedro
way to say
says
hello.
that is perfect for those who didn't get the prints. For sure, like that's the whole
Oh, I
point
agree, yeah.
of a lot of this merch is like you still can enjoy the designs even if you didn't get the prints.
Yeah, for sure. Oh, Lucy Wynn says, you mean the war mug, surely.
So warm.
That's actually perfect. Maybe we need to redo the title of it on the website to say war mug. Snake Eyes Origins. We saw the trailer for
Yeah, that
that
looks
when
cool.
we went to the movies, and it actually does look really fun.
Yeah, it just looks.
Next month, it says.
Yeah.
Next month. And the Green Knight. The Green Knight looks
Oh,
kind of
yeah.
creepy. Like, I don't know if I want to watch that.
No, it doesn't look that creepy to me. It just looks like dark fantasy.
It looks like art housey fantasy, which I don't know
No.
if I like a treatment
I don't
like
know.
that of it.
I'm interested at least.
Yeah.
A great
I'll let you
actor.
watch it and then tell me how you feel. August 6th for Suicide Squad. So there you
Okay.
go. That's definitely around the corner.
Well, what's in June? Anything else? Because we still have a whole
Is
June.
there anything coming out in June?
Still have a whole June. Whole
Let's
ass
look
June.
at a whole ass June. June movie releases. The you know what's terrible? We were out and about today. The movie theater that's literally down the street from our house. Like we moved about half a mile from a movie theater, and we were so excited about it when we bought the house. It's still not open,
Yeah.
and that's kind of
Annoying. It's
A
supposed to
little.
be. It's a big theater too. It's a Regal. It'll
huge.
supposedly open before Black Widow. I think a lot of people are holding their breath for that.
let's see. Raya and the Last Dragon is gonna go to movie theaters.
It hasn't yet.
It went straight to streaming because
Yeah,
it
but
came out like
premiere access only.
right.
I would
know.
much rather see that in a theater, to be honest with you.
Yeah,
Like
I would
if
too.
my option was to pay $30 at home, or to see it in the theater, I would just rather see it in the theater.
Yeah. Luca, it's a Pixar
Oh yes,
film.
I want to
really
see
wanna
that.
see
Yeah.
that.
Mhm.
Okay, The Conjuring, we know about that. F9, we know about that. Let's see. Let's see. You guys are saying in the chat, it looks like In the Heights, Space Jam, and F9. What is In the Heights?
In the Heights is like the new movie from the guy who made Hamilton. It's like a New York neighborhood. It's like a
Yeah.
musical type thing.
We saw the trailer for that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Look, that guy makes quality stuff,
Yeah.
so it'll probably be really well made.
And very well received, I'm sure.
Yeah.
Anything else coming out that's interesting? No?
Well, the Space Jam is
I mean,
interesting
Space
to
Jam,
me,
Yeah.
but I don't know if I'm going to pay to see it in the theater, I'll be honest with you. But it's interesting because just for the fact that they have literally every Warner Brothers character as a cameo in the movie. Like King Kong is in it again.
Really?
Like it looks like what they did with Ready Player One. They put all these characters in it. Like it looks like King Kong is in it, like Iron Giant's in
Alright,
it.
I mean, I'm interested to see. It does kind of seem like it's pandering to the
It's for kids.
millennial crowd.
Oh, for sure.
No, I know that it's like clearly it's made for kids again, but
Yeah.
I think the fact that they remade it is just them trying to cash in on millennial nostalgia. And for the most
Yeah.
part, whenever that gets done, it gets done very poorly, and it ends up being like a very it just kind of kills the whole thing.
Well, look, I don't see the announcement of Space Jam and then think, you know what, this is Oscar worthy right here. But it looks.
Oh, you might not, but I'm sure that
come
there's
on.
a lot of other people our age who are like, "Oh, I'm so
Oscar worthy?
excited! I've got
Yeah, but there's a
kids. I can't
difference.
wait to take them." No, not Oscar worthy, but
That's what I'm saying.
are,
Like I'm excited
really-
for King Kong vs Godzilla, but I didn't expect it to be Oscar worthy.
I know, but I don't know that it's close to that,
No,
or
you
even
know-
in the vicinity.
Did you see the first one?
Yeah, of course.
I think it'll be just like that.
Well,
Just like that.
I
Like whatever
hope.
you thought the first one, it'll be just like
I
that.
hope if it's at least that, I'll be happy. But if they don't treat it well, I'm gonna.
Right.
I'll just stick. I'll
Just sit
say
quietly and say, no, sir,
I was
I don't
right.
like that.
Next month, July, we've got Black Widow, the Forever Purge, which we saw the trailer
Jesus,
for as
those
well.
movies stress me out.
Why do we have so many purges?
People be purging.
People be purging. The Tomorrow War, which I don't know that that's coming out in theaters, but that's the one with Chris Pratt.
Isn't that on Prime?
I think it is an Amazon Prime one. I don't know that it'll actually come out in theaters, but it does actually kind of look fun.
Yeah, anything with sci-fi. And Chris
Sci-fi,
Pratt.
like violence.
Sci-fi action, yeah.
It looks fun. It looks like Space Jam is next month, July 16th. It says. Oh, that new M. Night Shyamalan one. Old.
That looks creepy. I want to see it.
Well, let's hope, because Shyamalan isn't known for
What?
sticking the landing very often.
Lately, no. But actually, he apparently, I didn't see all of them, but he did. Split was good.
Split was
I didn't watch Glass. I heard it was really bad.
good, but it was another one that not everybody was
No, I think people
huge fan
generally
of.
liked Split. Glass was the one that people were like, no, thank you.
Glass came out before Split.
Incorrecto.
Which one was Glass?
Glass was the one that was.
That had all of them. That had.
Yes.
Oh yeah, I never saw it.
Yeah, neither did I, because the reviews were generally like meh.
Oh, K&L Collectibles says, I heard Spiral is good. The Book of Saw
Oh,
Spiral.
the Saw, dude. I gotta be honest with you. I used to love Saw, and then I got to the point where it started to
Actually freak you out?
not freak me out, like I'm scared, but it's like I just don't want to see some of that stuff
Yeah.
anymore.
I feel the same
It's
way.
so
like,
crazy. Like I used to love every gory movie,
No.
and now I will
I don't have a stomach for
enjoy.
it
I will enjoy gore in the right context. Like we saw. Well, I saw Army of the Dead.
I have to finish it.
Yeah, and I started off not liking it, and then the back half of the movie that was really good or fun at least.
Right.
And there's plenty of gore in it, and I'm like, cool.
Yeah, but it's like, it's gore. It's not.
It's just a torturing stuff. That's what it is. Torture.
The torture is what it,
That's what bums
kind
me
of
out.
bums me out. Yeah.
Torture.
I just don't have the stomach for torture anymore.
Yeah.
I empathize too intensely with those characters, and so I almost feel like, but it's happening to me, and it's not. But I don't want to feel that way.
The first Saw movie was like messed up like that, but it also had like a really cool plot that was original. So I was like into it.
Yeah, I know when it came out, everyone was super about it. I was not though.
Plus, it was not yet so easy to find gore
Yeah.
like commonly. So like Walking Dead hadn't come out yet.
ASU says Escape Room Tournament of Champions comes out next month. I have no idea what that is. Is that like a sequel to another?
There was an escape room movie.
Oh, there was.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, I like escape rooms.
You do like escape
I
rooms.
do. Spud Killer says, side question: have you used the PFIEL chisels?
Fail. That's one of these. That's what this is. They're
Oh.
awesome. Here's the thing. These are amazing. I love them. Probably the best carving tools I've ever used. They're just a little bit of a pain to like buy them online for some reason.
Oh.
At least in my experience, like
Where do you get them then?
I don't even remember where I think I got this on Amazon when they had them on Amazon, and then they only have certain ones on Amazon. It's not clearly described which one is which.
Right.
There's certain vendors that sell it, but they're not like quick turnaround.
Yeah, gotcha.
So I usually end up getting a Flex Cut, which I also love because they're readily available on Amazon.
You buy them in bulk.
I bought like 10 of these things the other day.
Yeah. Do you ever sharpen them?
I do, but it's not like that great, the sharpening process.
Like, as in it doesn't give you the results you want?
No, there's some people were kind enough to send me like really cool tutorials on how to sharpen them like really well, and I'm like, I just don't know if I have time for this.
That's fair enough.
Yeah.
Let's see. Squid says there's a Netflix show. This is a Netflix show, but a DC comic. Are you going to watch Sweet Tooth? And the answer is hell yes.
Yeah.
Hell
It was man, Gabby
The
never
trailer, dude.
That trailer was right up Gabby's alley.
I've never read the novel.
I read the
Or is
comics.
it a series?
They're comics.
It's not a graphic novel.
They're collected, but it was like individual issues. I read the first 10 or so issues, and I loved it, and I just forgot. I don't know why I didn't keep going, but it was great, and it's like perfect to be a really, really good show, and I'm hoping that it's well done because it's such a cool story. It's not like it's dark, but it's got like a hopeful vibe to it.
Yeah.
But it's dark.
Yeah.
You know, and but it's just great premise.
I'm excited to see it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
If it's anything, and when the comic came out, it was so like the writer slash artist was Jeff Lemire, and he's like awesome, dude. He's like so out there, totally different. He was writing for a while, and then he started writing and drawing, but his drawing style is not super traditional. You can pull up a picture and show people like,
Sure.
But his drawing style is great. Like you would love the look of Underwater Welder. That's
That is
one of
a
his
really
books.
weird drawing style.
Yeah, show it on the.
Like super strange.
It's cool though. I love it.
Hold on a second. Hold up.
I used to like go nuts for artists with that kind of style.
Really weird.
Yeah. Yeah, I love that. Sweet, see that cover, Sweet Tooth? The next one over that one. Look how creepy that looks.
Yeah, that's cool.
And RDJ is like producing it or something, which is
Yeah,
wild.
it says he's the one. Yeah, he's the one producing it.
Yeah.
Interesting.
That's awesome. I love when like indie comics, because it's, I know it's like DC Vertigo, whatever it ended up being, but
Yeah.
it had a strong indie vibe. It was not like, you know,
Right.
Aquaman.
Right. Let's see. Spud Killer says had to get mine at Woodcraft. I guess he's talking about the.
Oh yeah.
tools.
Woodcraft is the retailer.
Okay.
I have a. You're gonna have to DM me like, because I get so puzzled on Woodcraft.
You can't navigate the website.
I don't even know if the website is good or up. I always like get a book and I just pick. I don't know.
Please help him.
Yeah, please help me.
Dead Kiriyama says I use those carving tools in the UK. You can get them from Jackson's online, which I guess you could too. You just have to pay the shipping all the way to the US.
Yeah,
which is kind of
it was just fine. Like sometimes it's not that bad, but like a lot of it's the time, the turnaround of the time. Which I only. Here's the thing about me, guys. It's like I'm very much moment to moment when it comes to stuff. Like I'll order, I'll realize, oh shit, I have one print worth of black ink left. Time
right.
to order ink tomorrow.
And like I need it now.
Yeah, exactly.
There's not a lot of forethought going on. It's very reactionary. It's not precautionary.
It is. And it's just a reality. Like when I was an art teacher, I used to get in trouble a lot with the administration because they'd be like, you have to turn in your supply requests, you know,
Oh yeah, like a month
in advance. And I'm like, I don't even know what I'm going to do tomorrow. How am I going to... And...
He was a great educator, guys, in case you
I
were
was good
wondering.
at teaching.
He
I
really
just hated all the bureaucracy of stuff,
sucks,
which
yeah.
I still think
It's still terrible.
it's for my brain can do cool stuff, but if I have to do like fucking filling out paperwork
forms and forms
reading
and forms.
emails, like if someone emails me, like if I'm on an email chain, there's like a response, I'm like, oh my fuck.
You want to laugh? We had to earlier this year. No, earlier this year literally had to bring up. So teachers typically go in anywhere from 2 weeks to a few days before the official start of school, just to like prepare classrooms, but also to have like training sessions where we go over like new technology or new curriculum or whatever. Anyway, so the point is, this year we had to have an emergency like PD, like a professional development session with our teachers to teach them to not click reply all to every single email that gets sent out because it's like overwhelming when everybody is hitting reply all. It's like you can't get, it's the group chat that you can't get out of. And especially when it doesn't apply to you. Oh my God. But yeah, I get that. Trust me. I still live in that world. You know,
it's fine. It's not that it's like inherently bad. It's just,
no.
I don't know if anybody has this in common. It's like maybe if you're like a creative person or you make stuff, like when my brain gets into a certain gear of making stuff, it's easily derailed by important yet clerical bureaucratic things that I have to do.
Well, for me, I am a creative person, but it's not what I do for a living. But
you're a way better balanced person than
I am much more balanced. But I feel that sometimes the bureaucracy that's inherent in teaching gets in the way of teaching. So like, you know, sometimes I'll be in the middle of legitimately giving my time to my students, which is what I should be doing. So grading their papers, answering their emails and their text messages, trying to deal with stuff, you know, And then I'll get an email from, and I love my administration, but I'll get an email from administration that asks me to fill out a form about something that is completely...
A survey about a meeting.
Oh my God. And to give my opinions and questions and qualify things. And sometimes that stuff I end up getting reprimanded for not filling it out on time because I just look at it and I go, I don't have time for this. Like I really do have to work with my students.
People mean well when they do stuff like that, but it breaks my brain. I wish people could see like a live feed of my brain when I see things like that. Like it.
Yeah.
That's okay.
That's okay.
Look, you know, poor me.
No, I'm not. I promise I'm not complaining, and I always do give time to those things. But it is true that bureaucracy in any profession and at all levels, bureaucratic stuff will drain the essence of your life away from you and make you want to like crawl under a pillow and scream. But we're not complaining. I promise. No. It's just it's commentary.
Why did we even bring that up?
I don't remember. Anyway, going back to movies. WWBFGD, who we talk, but I never know your name. I just know you as WB. In my brain, it's just WB. So tell me your name, please, so that I can refer to you without that string of letters. But he says, and I agree, Last Night in Soho comes out in October.
Oh, that looks
and
really
I'm
cool.
So stoked for that film because I love that chick. She has a super long, complicated name that I don't remember.
Anya.
Whatever. The
Joy
one who was in Queen's Gambit.
Johnson Taylor. Anya Taylor-Joy.
Oh my God! It looks like if you've ever seen those old Italian like Suspiria and like those films, it has that vibe and
super
I'm really
stylish.
into it. Yeah.
But what's crazy is it's Edgar Wright. That's what to me is interesting because it's not by a director that I would expect to make that type of film.
Yeah.
So good.
Yeah. Let's see what else. Gideon Falls.
I don't know what that is.
I don't know what that is. Who is that? Brianna. Brianna, what is Gideon Falls? Let's see. Last night, so okay, we talked about that. Spud Killer. Oh, your wife is a teacher too. Yeah. Well, welcome to the club of being the husband of a teacher. Says she deals with the same crap. Yeah, it's all of us. You know, some of us are better at it than others. Colt says teachers need to be paid $100,000 a year, and I fully agree. I've been arguing for that salary for years.
They would have to let go of a lot of teachers, but I do agree.
I don't think so. I think
they would have to replace a lot of.
They would have to pay administrators less. And I don't mean
they would have to have less administrators.
Less administrators, pay them less unless they're actually doing the thing. Like our administrators deserve every penny that they get because all of them actually work their butts off at my school, but I know that that's not across the board. But I think like superintendents need to be paid less because they make way too much money and they do nothing.
Timo, please.
Brianna says Gabby should come give a talk at SB. I would love to give a talk. I don't know what SB is. Colt, I teach U.S. government and American history. I'm a social studies teacher for high school seniors. It's great.
Yeah.
Oh, Andy's here. Hello. She says it's looking clean. I agree.
Thank you.
It does look very clean. Let's see. Gideon Falls is another comic book series by Lemire.
Oh, really?
Is that how you say his name?
Oh, yeah, Jeff Lemire.
Okay.
I don't.
It's a
know
horror
that one.
series.
Oh, I don't know it.
Oh.
I do not know it.
I've never heard
I
of
bet
it.
it's good.
Okay, that's interesting. More stuff to look up. What else is coming out in July? Looks like Ultimate Spider-Man.
What?
It looks like the Japanese Ultimate Spider-Man. I don't know. I'm looking at this weird website that has strange stuff.
I opened up Bleeding Cool, and it has like some cool
but
news and stuff coming out, or nothing.
It's not the website's like very difficult to navigate and to read.
Oh, really?
Yes, that's why I was somewhere else for this information. What else is coming out? Green Knight comes out in July 30th. Let's see. What else comes out in July? It looks like a lot of stuff. But nothing. Everything else kind of looks a little.
More importantly, next week is E3, and I'm stoked for that.
Oh, that's right. Is it completely digital this time?
I think so. I mean, people are going to be presenting on stages for sure.
But are there going to be crowds?
I don't think so.
Audience, I mean.
I don't think. Oh, I don't know. Honestly, I don't know the answer.
August, we've got Free Guy, which I kind of want to see.
Cool. Yeah, I'm interested.
Ryan Reynolds, I'm into it, and the concept of it is really cool.
It's like joining the meta video game genre of films. That one and Ready Player One.
Right, right. But I do like that. And then Suicide Squad comes out in August as well.
Super hyped for that.
Which I'm hyped for because August, to me, August and September are like fake months. I hate them. I'm always so depressed in August and September because I hate them.
August is cool.
They're not real months to me. They're like,
Because they don't have holidays.
there's
that you get
nothing.
hyped for.
It's not really the summer. You're back in school. You're back working. And there's no holidays. There's nothing happening. It's just it's like 60 days of bleh.
There's a movie that got the trailer dropped today. I don't know when it's coming out or if it's even going to be theatrically released, but it's by Neil Blomkamp, the guy who did District 9.
Ooh.
And it's called Demonic.
Oh.
It looks cool. I don't really even understand what it is. If I had to guess, it looks like something where people are going into like a VR world or like some kind of, it basically like some kind of advanced VR world, but it ends up, it looks like it's a dimensional shift or dimensional change, and then it's some kind of like cyber hell or something. I don't know, but I can't tell, but I can't. That's the best I could do. There is like a reference. They show some kind of creature, demonic hand doing creepy things.
Oh.
But it's Neil Blomkamp, and
I'll have to check it
out of the loop for a while. So,
okay.
But I don't even know if it's in a theater or not.
Yeah. All right. Let's see. Brett Garrett says, "Nice history degree here. Hey, fellow history degree holder." Me too. I got it kind of not because I wanted to. I wanted to be a social studies teacher, like social studies education, but they didn't have that degree, so I had to get a history degree and an education minor. That was a bummer. Let's see. Spud Killer says people who pad their resumes should be paid less. I agree. Hard to understand who's lying though. Let me see. Dario Argento vibes. Yes, exactly. That's the vibe that's coming out of that movie. What did I say it was called?
Soho's.
Yeah, Soho, Last Night in Soho. I'm super into that. Let's see. Brett Garrett says, my birthday's in September and you're killing me. I apologize. I didn't mean to shit on September so hard. It's just that I just don't find any enjoyment within those months. But I'm trying to change that. I'm really trying to change my perception of those months.
I'm pretty sure we were in Japan last time. It was
in August. That has helped.
That's 50% of the months you complained about.
I know. But every other month that I've ever been alive has not had Japan.
Every August?
Yeah. Every other year that I've been alive with an August.
I used to associate August with going to work tour. In South Florida.
Yeah, but now I associate it with going back to work. It's kind of a bummer. Not because I hate my job. It's just because once you're off work for a month and a half or 2 months and a half, do you really want to go back? Xavier says Spidey trailer due soon. Really? Oh
supposedly,
yeah, that's right.
Supposedly, I've been waiting for it for 3 days now.
Yes, I'm excited for that too.
I'm super excited. I think I know the whole plot, which I will not talk about.
No,
obviously.
Don't talk about it. He already told me, and I don't regret it.
No, it sounds awesome.
But I kind of hope that it's not 100% what the leak is.
I hope it's exactly what the leak is.
I don't.
Sounds crazy awesome.
Kent Schultz says, finally an art question. Kent Schultz says, what is the process of putting the design on the lino? Is it a black block with gouache pen or something?
No,
Sorry.
so what I do is, it's a regular linoleum that's mounted on MDF wood, which is with that it looks like your old school cabinets inside, and but the linoleum's only like this thick. You can see the gray there, and so in this case it's gray, but sometimes it's brown or tan. But what I do is I just sketch it with like a Sharpie marker or one of these ink markers, which is basically just like a better Sharpie, and or I'll wipe India ink all over it. So I'll get.
That's one of your new techniques.
Yeah, but I used to use spray paint, but then sometimes it would get sticky with the humidity in this area. So now I just get this ink and I wipe it with a paper towel all over the surface to kind of stain the surface. Then I'll draw over it with a white marker. Like if you ever need a white marker, this company makes the best white marker, Faber-Castell Pit Artist Pen Brush. Just draw with that, and like when you draw with it, you can even I'll do a little bit here so you can see. You see how white it is? And you can even use your finger to fade it out a little bit or whatever. So it's good for drawing on a dark surface. And since I carve light out, it's good to draw with a white marker. But sometimes I'll just use like a white colored pencil or whatever I have. Those are the tools that tend to use most. But yeah, so then I go back and forth. Like if I draw something in white that I don't want, I'll go over it with the black, just kind of like wipe it out, you know. And then if I go over something black I don't want, I'll go back with a white and bring it back out. So it's like back and forth like that, just developed on my own. There's I've seen so many artists do it so many different ways. So there's not like one best way to do it. It's just whatever way works for you. But I like this better than what I was doing with the spray paint, because sometimes the spray paint can leave a thick, gooey surface that would be hard to carve.
Does it ever interfere with like the residue of the spray paint? Does it ever interfere with the way that it ultimately prints?
Sometimes.
Yeah.
Yep.
Like it can build up and
Yeah.
mess things up.
Yeah. This is way better.
Yeah, because the India ink is really watered down.
It's really watered down. It's like, it stains super well.
Yeah.
It's cheap as heck.
Yeah.
And no fumes.
That's the best part.
Yeah.
Because you work with Sharpies so much that like adding fumes on fumes on fumes.
Yeah.
is
The
not good
Sharpies
for
are
you.
not that bad, to be honest with you. At least I don't even smell it. I don't know if that's like, that I've become numb to it or not, but I don't really smell it that much.
Yeah. Let's see. Trying to look. K&L Collectible says, have you guys seen Blomkamp's Oats Studios?
Yes,
we
I
have.
love
We love
everything.
them. And if you haven't watched it, you should. Go to YouTube's and put in Oats Studios and just watch all of their short films.
The best one to me are the cooking ones.
I love the cooking ones, but I also love that short film with the alien invasion.
That
that
reptilian
has,
one?
What's her name?
Sigourney Weaver, yeah.
Weaver in it. Yeah, you really got to watch that one. Let's see. Brett Garrett wanted to work in museums. Yeah, I
Oh,
had
shit.
a few of my classmates when I was getting my history degree were studying to go work at museums as curators, and a few of them as archaeologists. And I was always really intrigued by that. It was very Indiana Jones vibe, but it was a little also too intense. Then I met the professors who were also archaeologists and who had worked in museums, and they were always like kind of eye twitching, like yelling about clay pots and shit. And I'm like, I'm good. That's not my life. Let's see. Kano Collectibles says birthday is on June 18th. See, you get the cool summer birthdays. So
Unless
good for you. And
not
also
when you're
happy
a
early
little
birthday.
kid in school, like having a summer birthday sucks because no one would celebrate your birthday.
Well, call somebody. Let's see. John R. Price says, and you're going to have to explain this to me because it feels strange. As the child of a former grade school teacher, the idea that teachers get a summer holiday is laughable.
As a child of a
Like, as in, why should we get it? Like, the fact that we get it is laughable and we shouldn't get it, or the fact that we only get that amount of time is laughable? Because I obviously am a very biased opinion on that. Chelsea says people are always bumming out at the end of August, but that's my birthday is. Sorry, Chelsea.
They're sad birthdays.
Sad. Everybody's like, damn, summer's over.
Happy
It's about
birthday,
to get.
I
Well, that's
guess.
right, because Chelsea's from New York.
Oh,
And
yeah.
I think that at the end of August going into September, it's either dreadfully hot or you're about to lose the summer and it's going to get outrageously cold. So I'm not sure what they're sad about. Probably both. But I agree that's a pretty shit time to have your birthday. But we're going to celebrate your birthday anyway, Chelsea.
My birthday's in April, and that was
That's
always
a great birthday.
yeah, but it was always rained out in Miami. Every year, my birthday was
Me
like
too.
rained out. So if I wanted to have like a pool party, no. If I wanted to,
I would have a
an
pool party
outdoor
anyway.
Yeah, but it got rained out. Like
It doesn't matter. We would go in the pool anyway. Like, unless it was lightning and thunder, we were in the pool. Rain did not deter us from being in there. Let's see. Brett says, I was always going to the school to help my mom get her room ready and whatnot. I mean, yeah, like, we don't really get, I don't know. We don't really get enough time. I don't have to, as a high school teacher, I don't have to do anything anymore which is a blessing. I don't have to get my classroom ready for anything. It's not like a grade school thing where you have to decorate literally like ceiling to floor. Let's see. Thanks for the insight. I may have to try that. I've still been doing the print transfer.
Oh yeah,
What is that?
Yeah, so a lot of people do that. The print transfer, which is basically they'll sketch it out on paper, and then sometimes using carbon transfer paper or just taking a pencil and darkening the back of the drawing, they'll kind of like trace their design over the carbon paper, and the image shows up on the linoleum. That's very smart. And because you get to really work on your drawing well.
But does the carbon rub away if you're not careful?
Yeah, but as soon as you get it on there, you could just trace it with a Sharpie.
Oh, that makes sense. That does make sense.
That's super cool. Like I used to do that with my students all the time. Especially the ones who couldn't draw, I would just print something out of the computer for them, and they could transfer it on, so they could learn the process.
Yeah.
I don't do that just because I don't know. I just like to draw right onto the surface and get going. But I would say that I'm definitely in the minority in that regard. Most printmakers that I know will take their time and do a really refined drawing, and then transfer it on, like you're mentioning, like you're talking about, onto the linoleum, because it's not easy to like erase on linoleum.
No, obviously.
So if you want to change your mind about something, you're kind of like gonna make a mess.
Yeah.
But I just, like I said, I just kind of figure it out as I go, and then go back and forth with black and white markers.
Yeah. Let's see what else is going on in the chat.
But to be honest, I try to nail it the first time, really.
Well, yeah.
So I don't have to go back and forth. But then
At least the bulk of it, right?
yeah.
Yeah.
You guys see my sketches? They're just like super scribbly little digital things, and then they turn into scribbly marker drawings on the linoleum.
A lot of scribbles.
Yeah, but I don't really find the design until I start carving it.
Yeah. Let's see what else is going on here. John R. Price says, my mom had 5 of us kids helping, and she still was always cutting it close on the preschool year prep. Yeah, I know a lot of teachers that have that issue.
The young kids is hard to prep for.
Yeah, grade school is probably one of the most time consuming in terms of prep. I'm telling you from my experience, I've always taught somewhat older kids, and it's a lot easier. The prep is way, way, way cut down. So I'm able to really enjoy
I taught kindergarten for a little while, like straight up kindergarten and straight up second grade, not even art, and that was crazy.
Brutal.
I'm not meant cut out for that. Like I like the kids, but I do not like
the prep.
The prep sucks.
Prep sucks. Pedro says summer birthdays are the worst.
See?
At least for planning, everything is at peak price, and in Miami it's so hot. It's true. It's true. If you get like a June, July, August Miami birthday, you may as well just ignore it, or pretend that you have a winter birthday instead.
Hack your own records.
Yeah. John R. Price says, no, the idea that people think teachers get the summer off when most of those months are spent planning and learning the things for the next year.
That's true.
We don't get the whole summer off.
Yeah,
definitely. There's like
it's like 2 months now.
It's really 2 months because like the last 2 weeks, if you want to call it the last 2 weeks, it's always in prep.
Yeah.
In New York, Squid says in New York, New Jersey, August, September is super hot. Yeah. September is the summer hangover month. Yeah.
I was telling Gabby that like summer in New York is no joke.
It's brutal. I know. I've heard. Oh, Raf was a teacher.
Oh, no way.
Raf says, when I was a teacher, summer vacation was 1 month of recovery. 1 month of recovery. That's about right. Yeah. 2 weeks of fun.
Right.
And then 2 weeks of getting ready. Yeah, that sounds about right.
That sounds about right.
That's pretty much it. RoboDragon364 says, no spoilers, but have you seen the last season of Castlevania? No, I haven't yet. Don't tell me anything.
No, Gabby was really into that show too.
Yeah, Pete doesn't really watch it.
I like it. I always fell asleep. It's not, and that's not a criticism of the show.
Anime puts Peter to sleep really fast.
Yeah, anime chills me out, except for Food Wars.
Oh, Food Wars is so hype.
It's too crazy.
I'm actually getting my mom onto it. Oh, and my little brother's birthday is tomorrow, and mine is next Friday. Well, happy birthday to you and your brother. But no, I haven't caught up on Castlevania. It's on my queue. I'm trying to finish up. I'm watching Seven Deadly Sins. I'm watching the last season that's available on Netflix right now. And I just kind of wrapped up on season 2 of Food Wars, and I'm trying to find out where I can find season 3. So Castlevania is next, and so is the one that we started watching, Yasuke.
Oh,
Yasuke's on my list too because it looks awesome.
That's looking good.
Let's see. Marcus Paulo says hi from Brazil.
Hey, Marcus.
I don't know anything in Portuguese.
I know. Os. I know.
Dang it. I don't know. It's very close to Spanish.
I know Portuguese.
Portuguese. That's it?
That's it.
Let's see. Teach us something, Marcus, because my parents kind of speak it a little bit, like they can introduce themselves and say a couple things.
Really?
But they always like really try to sound like they're speaking Portuguese, and it's so hilarious to me that I laugh it off and I don't.
No, but you have
anything.
to like adopt it. Well, when I did Brazilian jiu-jitsu for a very short time, the instructor was Brazilian and
Oh.
spoke full Portuguese, and it sounded like stretchy Spanish to me.
It does sound like,
Like-
stretchy.
Like take Spanish and Italian put together.
Yeah.
That's what it feels like.
Let's see. Spud Killer says, I will also use Procreate and then print the image
Totally.
and glue it down and then light rub the paper
Yeah.
off with water to leave
Oh
the
yeah,
image.
yeah.
Downside is cutting through glue residue.
Yeah, yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, you can do all that kind of stuff, man, for
That's
sure.
smart. That's a smart way to do it. Brett
Oh,
says
oh,
later.
big
everyone-
announcement,
Ooh,
big announcement.
Sorry.
15-ounce mugs are available. That was oversight on
Yay.
our part, but yet. So, Raph, if you want the 15-ounce, Takoro should be available.
Oh, my camera turned on. Let's see. Brett left, I think.
Thank you, Eric.
Brett says, later, everyone, thanks for showing the carving. Really neat. I know it's just a study, but I do really dig the size, and like I said on Instagram, would love some smaller prints to mix in with the big ones.
Yeah, I
Agree.
think we'll do a print of it and put it up at some point. If you guys would be interested in this, let me know in the chat. I wasn't sure if anybody would be interested in the study.
Yeah.
But yeah, we can at a later, like another upcoming stream, I can make it available.
That would
for
be
sure.
cool. Let's see. Chelsea says birthday pool parties always. Yes, 100% forever. Forever the best. Unless
Thank
it's
you.
winter, obviously. Oh, Jolly Ginger Giant says, yes, everything's fine or it's all good. Is tudo ben is in.
Tudo bem.
Yeah, something like that.
Tudo bem.
Yeah. I like Bem, right? Not Burn. I read it wrong because I don't have my glasses on. Tudo Bem. I like that. Odd Creation says, I think, Peter, you should check out this Russian movie called Cosmoball on Amazon Prime Rental. Forewarning, the native language and subtitles was a pain to set up.
Oh, you worked on it?
You did it?
Wait.
Odd Creations?
The native language.
Pain to set up as in to actually turn on the subtitles and everything? Maybe, yeah. Let's see. Spud Killer says I would be interested in a print of the study.
Okay, yeah. Let me know if you guys would be interested. Then I'll put it up in a next. We have to usually like decide in advance what we're gonna make available on a stream because the digital storefront that we use requires like
A little planning.
like about around 24 hours before something goes live. Like you have to reserve a spot digitally, and then like it's a whole thing. But the point is, I can't just like on a whim say, "Oh, screw it, let's put it up live."
Right. Well, by next stream,
But
we'll
yeah,
know
if
one
you guys
way
are
or the
interested,
other.
we'll do it.
Yeah. Yeah, I like it a lot. I definitely think that you need to have more smaller prints.
Yeah, I have no problem with that. Definitely do it. In fact, I found some of the ones from last year, like the dragon head and the gator
Yeah.
head. That
Those are fun.
some people were DMing me and asking me if I was gonna make those available again. I definitely can bring them back in a different colorway.
That would be cool.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You guys let me know in the chat if you would.
Yeah, Raph says a little series of mini portrait prints.
Be
That would
cool, right?
cool.
Yeah.
Yeah. Could
be
you do a
fun.
little mini portrait of Takoro?
For sure.
Or would it have too many tentacles in the way?
No, I just wouldn't do all the tentacles. I would just do like a head type of deal like this.
Yeah. Who else would you do a portrait of?
Well, we have the Beast Rider. We have
We do have the Beast Rider.
what else have we put? We have Space Yeti. We have Shiga.
Oh, that's true.
We have Akukame. That'll be two separate heads.
Both looking in different directions. Yeah. I like that idea a lot. Let's see. What else is going on?
Wonton portrait print.
Wonton. We
You
just
don't
need a
have the
wonton
rights.
print. Like that's just maybe something we bring with us to the
shows.
conventions.
Exclusive wonton. print.
Exclusive. You just gotta find us and say, "Do you have the Toho license?" And in exchange, you get a print of wonton.
Wonton.
It makes no sense. Let's see. Going back to movies because I love talking about movies. In September, we get Venom. Let There Be Carnage.
Yeah, Venom and Shang-Chi.
And Shang-Chi. That's true. And it says that we get Zack Snyder's Justice League on this website. I don't know
No,
why.
That's old.
Let's see what else is. Dinner with Leatherface.
Does that really happen?
I don't know. This website's weird. But that would be funny. I've never heard of that before.
What
This
was
is Movie Phone, this website. Remember that?
Yeah, it might be. It hasn't been updated since people use Movie Phone. I wonder if those dates are real.
I don't know. I mean, everything keeps changing, right?
That's what I'm saying. Like, I thought the Venom got pushed to another date.
So like another year, you mean?
No, it's this year.
Oh, okay.
I just didn't know if it's September or like October or something like that.
Let's see if we can get a better website for that then. Oh, 2021 sci-fi movie is always fun. Did Justice League come out this year? It did,
Yeah,
right? Yeah.
Mhm.
It was earlier this year. It's so weird to think we're already in June.
So crazy.
I feel like we were just in January and February watching WandaVision like a
Yeah.
second ago. So bizarre. Let's see. Maybe Google won't ruin everything for me.
This movie is rated R. Hello, and welcome to Movie Phone. Gene Hackman. Gene Hackman.
Why? Why Gene Hackman?
I just remember for some reason that like he would say Gene Hackman, and back then he was like in every movie.
I love it. Gene Hackman.
You have selected Gene Hackman. Movies starring Gene Hackman.
I love it. Oh, well, let's talk about video games because
told you.
we got some good video game news this. I mean, maybe not good. The new or the sequel to God of War, Ragnarok,
Pushed back to
got
next year.
pushed back to next year. Which
It's
is
not.
bummer.
I don't even know if it's really like a full sequel either, so I'm not too worried about it.
It's not like a true sequel.
I think it's like
That
a
sucks.
1.5. Like it's like what Miles Morales is to Spider-Man.
Then why push it?
Because it's not ready.
Yeah, I guess. Still not fun though.
They came out and said like a whole thing like, hey, look, you know, we were trying to do it this year, but we're not gonna like crush our team to get it done, and it'll be fine. And now they're trying to get Horizon out by this year, but even that they're not like
Didn't they
certain.
just do a whole like
Yeah, but they
thing
didn't,
about Horizon?
but they
and-
didn't solidify the date.
Oh, they just like previewed what it looked like.
Yeah.
Alright, that's fine.
So they're hoping they came out and said we're hoping to get it out this year, but
Okay.
we're not sure yet.
Well, whatever.
And
We're
Sony's
not
not
complaining.
gonna be, no.
Not
There's gonna be
complaining.
plenty to play.
Yeah,
You got Ratchet and Clank coming out.
that's true. And that actually does look really
That's
fun.
awesome.
Let's see. Far Cry 6 launching in October?
I
October 7th.
I always play the beginning of every Far Cry and
then
never.
what?
And it's so fun. And the beginning of it is so fun. The stories are good, and like the setup is awesome, and you can really do anything. And then I don't know. I always just trail off for some reason. It's like so open world that I get lost in it.
Okay, fair enough. Let's see. John R. Price says mini prints as bonuses or a set like the TMNT prints.
Yeah.
Yeah, those are cool. I do like those.
All good.
Squid wants to know if we will be attending the Van Gogh exhibit in Miami this month, and the answer is
I don't know. I've honestly keep forgetting about it, but I would be happy to go and check out the museums down here. I mean, we haven't gone to the Frost Science Museum at all.
no.
I would love to go.
Yeah, I've been before, but I would
You've been
love
to
go
Frost
again.
Science with a field trip?
No, I went with a friend
Oh,
a few years ago, probably like 2018, sometime in 2018.
I've not been.
But yeah, it's cool. I went for like a cocktail hour, so it wasn't totally open, but I did get to see one of the exhibits that they had there on like deadly plants. It was cool. Let's see. What else is going on? Are we gonna get the new Mario Golf game?
I just saw like a.
No question mark.
Well, I
Are
just.
we
Saw,
into that?
I like all the Mario games. We don't.
We never played the tennis one.
That's right. Tennis came out. We never played it. If it's awesome, like and it's well reviewed, I'll be super down.
Yeah,
Like,
me too. Let's see. John R. Price wants to know any news yet regarding Peter's Mondo statue.
yes, not like official news, but I got a message a couple days ago that they were doing the final testing of the paints,
Okay.
and we were confirming like paint colors and stuff like that, and like which type of black do I use, which type of like what color is the paper that I use, is it actually white? It's not actually white. So you know, I had to send pictures over of the white Lacta paper next to
Like the
pure
tan
white
one?
paper.
Oh, so they can
So
see
you can
it's like
see
a
the difference,
creamy kind of.
and yeah, and then I also sent them pictures of the raw linoleum for some mysterious reason that I cannot divulge. So you guys, I keep forgetting that you haven't seen that shit yet, and like I look at it all the time on my phone, and I'm like, holy cannoli, dude.
I forget about it all the time too.
Yeah, like which I'm happy.
We don't
like,
really
I don't,
talk about it.
We don't need to keep talking about it. Just
No.
like let it be there, and then when it's ready, go boom, drop that shit.
Like that?
Yeah.
Boom. Let's see. Jolly Ginger Giant wants to know, have we tried Returnal yet? No.
I'm scared to try that, dude. Have you tried it yet? Have you played it? If you guys have played Returnal and think it's fun and worth playing, let me know, because it looks like aggressively hard.
From everything we've watched
It looks
on
beautiful.
like, all the gaming channels we watch,
Yeah.
they're like, this is punishing.
Yeah.
and
I'm
not in a fun way.
I'm such a freaking filthy casual gamer that like, if it's super hard, I recognize that it's awesome, but I know it's like, for example, I'm never going to be able to play and beat Bloodborne or Demon Souls.
No.
And I want to because they look so awesome.
I kind of want to play it, and then I realize that I'm going to get upset and rage quit, and then it's more fun for me to watch it than somebody else
Yeah.
does it.
I got destroyed in playing Bloodborne. I had never played a Souls game. So I got Bloodborne like when it came out, and I was playing it. And I got wrecked so
like
bad.
right out the gate.
Right out the gate. I couldn't even get to past the first little section.
God.
And I'm pretty good at video games, I thought, and it's like...
Yeah, but that's punishing. It's like, it
Jesus.
doesn't feel good. I don't know.
It's just not for me. Like, I
What's the
get
category of that game called again? Rogue?
Souls-like. People call them, like, because they're Souls games. Demon Souls, Dark Souls.
But are they called roguelike?
No. That's a game... The Returnal is referred to as a roguelike in the
Why?
sense that you have to... I think there was a game called Rogue Legacy. And in Rogue Legacy, you have to kind of, like, go through the same level multiple times, but do a perfect run before you can move on.
Gotcha.
And so, like, whenever it's a game like that, they call it a
They're
roguelike.
comparing it to, okay.
Roguelike. And then now, Souls-like is a term that's used to describe these games that are super hard and take real mastery of the combat system and all that. You can't just, like, hack and slash.
Okay.
And I like to just hack and slash and do stupid
I
shit.
like hack
Me
and
too.
slash too.
I like, but I used to like the Souls type of hard gameplay when I was a kid, but now I don't enjoy. Like now, I just like Tony Hawk.
Yeah.
I downloaded Spider-Man again to play that, just like swinging through. Like I use video games for chilling,
Yeah.
But I can't remember the last super hard game we played. Do you know what it would be?
The last super hard one that we played?
Like or one
Cuphead.
that? Oh yeah, Cuphead.
We didn't even finish
No.
Cuphead. It was so hard. And we loved it.
Yeah,
Like, we were
I
so
love it.
stoked for it, and the art direction on it was incredible. And we were just like, God, everything about this game, it yells our names. And then we played it.
I got
You
fairly far.
like
in
maybe halfway.
it. Yeah.
Maybe less. Maybe like a third of the way.
No, I think I did get more than half.
Halfway?
To be honest
Yeah.
with you, yeah.
It was very punishing though. It was another one, and then a friend of ours has a young kid who is like ridiculously good at it, and just
Like
came
second
over and
grade.
was like, yeah, he's in second grade, and he just started showing us like, here's how you beat this game, and we're like, well, we don't want to do it anymore because obviously you're making us feel stupid. But congratulations, kid. Anyway. Raph says, slide into my DMs with sneak peeks of the statue. Please and thank you. We'll think
by the
about
way,
it.
To be honest with you, I would love to just show it off and like
I know.
and but I can't. It's like that's Mondo's
No,
thing. They
it's
got to
not.
do it.
Yeah, it's not
But
me.
like if I could, I would just say, here it is so far. Like it's not. There's no reason except for I think they just want to really be sure before they show it. They're
Right.
really taking. It was the same thing with Mighty Jackson the Daruma. Like, if not for the fact that the folks behind the production of it are really like passionate about it being perfect when you see it.
Yeah.
Like that's a thing, I'm more about like, let's show everybody how the sausage is made, but I get it. I get it and I have to respect it. But just rest assured, like you guys, like it looks already like there are certain angles of it. Now, mind you, I have not seen photos of a physical 3D printed one or the mock-up.
It's all
This is-
renderings.
yeah, these are all like renderings, but the renderings look super realistic. And
It's exciting.
a couple of the renderings that I saw broke my brain a bit because it looked like you were looking at my print. Like I can say this, it's not based on any one design of Godzilla from the prints that I've done because those were all trying to be a specific suit. They were trying to be like my design based on the 64 Godzilla or the 67 Godzilla for Son of Godzilla or the one for Godzilla vs. Gigan. I was like looking at those suits and then making my adaptation of it. This one that I'm working on or that I designed was meant to be like all the things I like about a Godzilla suit put together and then adding my flavor to it. I don't think like if you look at it, unless you're like a Godzilla obsessive, you'll be able to say, oh, the eyebrows are from this suit and the spikes are from this suit. I don't think anybody's gonna be able to do that. It's not that clear, but the point is I just designed a Godzilla that I would like to have as a toy for me.
Fair enough.
And when they showed me the mock-ups, it's crazy when they were showing me like the early rough paint ideas. It already looked like it was a print. It was hard to like believe that it had 3 dimensions to it, man. It's fucking nuts. Like, so they're just doing some badass shit over there, you guys. Just promised.
It's John R. Price says the statue mock-up pics Mondo showed were amazing.
Of what?
Oh, he just says
The
statue mock-up pics Mondo showed were amazing.
Which ones,
If
John R.
it
Price?
sells out as quick as I think it will, I vote for a Mothra statue follow-up, which I agree.
Oh, wait, are you talking about their 89 Godzilla? Because that was amazing and it sold out super fast.
Adrian Soul wants to know, do you have any new Hot Toys on pre-order?
Yes. God damn it. How do people know? My sickness is...
Oh, was I not supposed to?
No.
Do
Gabby
I know about
knows.
these?
Yeah, they're
Oh,
saying ones like
some of
everything
them
that I
he hides
pre-order.
from me.
No, I don't hide anything. It's just that when I pre-order them
I
and
forgot about IG, so it felt like
that's
a
what I'm saying.
secret.
I tell Gabby that like, hey, I just pre-ordered blank, but then when
That's
you
true.
pre-order a hot toy, it's like 2 years later,
Yeah, that's true.
and so like, I just got the IG-11 in. I love that thing, and
Yeah, it's really beautiful.
I think Endgame Captain America will be here next.
Oh, that's right. I forgot about that.
Because when Gabby and I were doing our Marvel rewatch, like
We're like, we need more.
we need a
of these.
few like. I should just get like at least Captain America, Spider-Man, and Iron Man. So I got Spidey and Iron Man, and we're waiting on Cap.
And we got Thanos.
And Thanos, yeah.
Got Thanos too. Let's see. Jolly Ginger wants to know, man, it's so hard. Cool world, but demoralized. Oh, I guess he's talking about Bloodborne or
Oh yeah.
I don't remember which one.
Oh, Returnal probably.
Or Returnal. Man, it's so hard. Cool world, but demoralizing because you could be slaying, and then one thing goes bad and hours are lost.
That's what I heard. It's like the runs are like an hour long. Like I cannot invest that, dude. I'll be
Yeah, that's
so
a lot.
that'd be crazy, dude.
Robo Dragon says, on that topic, Sekiro Shadows
Yes.
Die Twice made me cry.
We did play a little
Cry
bit
because
of it.
of the story or cry because it was hard? We played it.
We played it. It was awesome, but it was so hard. And I didn't know it was one of those types of games. So I'm like, oh, it was beautiful, but it was, dude. Whew.
Which was the other one
So
that
Ghost of Tsushima,
Ghost of Tsushima?
for example, is like a similar aesthetic and vibe, but it's
a lot
just,
easier.
Yeah, way easier, but also just like,
It's story driven.
and it's more. Well, so is Sekiro, but like, I can get through the
but
story because it's
how
not.
do you? Yeah,
yeah.
you're never gonna know the story because you're gonna die the whole time. Let's see. John R. Price says, sorry, they teased your Godzilla statue a couple of months ago during a happy hour, and it was perfect.
They show the pictures of it, John R. Price.
But I'm anxiously awaiting the Godzilla 89 statue to arrive this fall. Don't know how or where, if it's going to fit in my apartment. You know what? Just tuck it in bed with you every night. That's one way.
You know, John, I'll tell you this: it's gonna fit a lot better than some other ones out there because at that size, like for example, the X Plus ones, they don't wrap the tail. The tail is like out, and it looks awesome, but you can't put it on a shelf.
Yeah.
But this one that Mondo did, they wrapped the tail around the
That's
base.
smart.
So
Brilliant.
if any of them will fit, it's this one.
Yeah. Oh, Jolly Ginger was talking about Returnal. Yeah. Yeah, we saw a few videos of people playing it. We're like, damn. And that just does not seem like the type of, I don't know, type of game that we're
It
into.
looks like the game I want to play, but it's not that type of game in terms of how hard it is.
Oh, see, Sekiro is made by the same people that made Dark Souls and
Yeah.
Bloodborne. Oh, that explains everything. I
John,
guess.
can you confirm whether Mondo showed progress pics of the Godzilla statues I'm designing or not? I did not know about that, and I would have liked to know so I could also share.
Yep. I mean, if they're sharing, you should be able to share, right?
I'm sure if they did, then it's fine. I just didn't know, and maybe they even told me. I just
And you forgot.
not that I forgot. I didn't see the email.
Or that, right? Going back to the bureaucracy. Also, speaking of games that you can actually get through, and I actually might get this now, but Mass Effect, the new edition, is apparently getting incredibly good reviews.
Oh, really?
It has, and the console editions are scoring an 89 and a 90
No
on
way.
Metacritic. So actually,
That'd be awesome. I would love to
I
play that
might
again.
get, because I love those games.
I only played the first one all the way through, beat it. Then I lost my save when I traded in my console.
And that was
So
it.
when part 2 came out, I couldn't bring my Shepherd over. And that bummed me out. Like,
And
I
so you
didn't
just didn't
want
want to do it anymore? That's a little lame.
No, I didn't want to like have a new Shepherd that didn't know any of the choices. It wasn't even the look. It's like it didn't bring over your decisions.
Fair enough. Let's see. John R. Price says, Wasted Angel won't let me have it in bed. I've already asked. Well, ask again. You never know.
Spray some good cologne.
And he says he's gonna go back to the happy hour videos and find it. So
yeah, do it, man.
please, man. That would
Wow,
be awesome.
that'd be breaking news.
Yeah. Let's see what else is coming out. There's a lot of PS5 news coming out. PS5's getting, if anybody cares, I kind of care because I really liked on my PS4. I had a gold controller and I was really into it. PS5 is getting color controllers and more games.
There's a big rumor that I heard, and I would like to share about video games coming out and being announced next week.
Share.
That IDOS, which is like the company that makes Crystal Dynamics, IDOS, they make the Tomb Raider games, I think.
Yes.
They're supposedly working and are ready to announce a Guardians of the Galaxy single player story based game.
Fuck yeah. Hell yeah. God, amazing. Can you imagine?
That's
you
been
would never
like
stop playing that game.
rumored for a while, but people think it might actually get like
They did the
revealed.
Marvel Avengers.
No.
Crystal
Dynamics did, but it's two separate studios in one.
Yeah.
IDOS and Crystal Dynamics.
Yeah. That's awesome. But yeah, PS5 looks like Midnight Black, which that's cool because they came out with all white consoles and told everybody else that wanted black to back off. And Cosmic Red, which they look pretty dope. I'm into them.
I like the way Xbox lets you do where you can like design lab your own controller.
That is cool. Apparently, there's over 25 PS5 titles in development, and nearly half of which are entirely new IPs. Several of them expected to hit the console later this year.
Yeah, but they're not going to do a press conference for E3 at all.
Well, because they've been doing their own thing, right? They hold their own, like the Switch does its own, what is it called?
The Direct.
The Directs. I think the PlayStation's
State of Play.
State of Play, yeah. Let's see what else is going on. Looks like PS5s, even though you want to get those beautiful red and black controllers, you're not going to get them because they're not going to be available until, or any PS5 for that matter, until 2022. Yeah.
They're
That
super
sucks.
hard to get, I heard.
They are. They're very difficult to get. We got very lucky with ours. Let's see what's going on in TV. Not a lot. We just finished watching Mayor of Easttown.
Oh, that show's so good, you guys.
Good God, it's so good. You really need to watch
HBO Max, Mayor of Easttown.
Mayor of Easttown. I really didn't want to watch it. Like I was.
I convinced her to watch it.
100% bummer town.
I think it was had some bummer, but it's good bummer.
It was still a bummer.
It
but
wasn't like gratuitous bumming.
They
out.
really made use of a lot of comic relief, especially like, you know, it's not a long series. It's only what 6 episodes?
Seven
or something,
episodes.
Or 7 episodes, but like already halfway through the season, there's characters that are like cracking jokes and doing all sorts of funny stuff, and so it kind of does lighten the mood a little bit. And it's not like so bleak that none of the characters ever have their moment where there's like a redemption arc. So it is a little uplifting in a very realistic way, but it made me want
It's
to
a really
keep
cool
watching.
like crime drama too.
Yeah, if you're into murder mysteries, that is fully up your alley. And Kate Winslet is
badass.
Oh my God, what an incredible actress!
She was awesome, dude.
Insane. Oh, your mom is here. Hey, Sam.
Mom.
Let's see. John R. Price says, I'm an Xbox owner and always bummed when PS gets exclusive Marvel games like Spider-Man.
Spider-Man's so good, you guys. Like, if you have a chance to play that and haven't yet, I'm playing through it for the second time, like, I guess since it came out. It's so good. So fun, dude.
It is a great game. Like, an amazing game.
Like a spectacular
season
game.
3 of What We Do in the Shadows returns in September. Hell yes, that will
That's a great
redeem
show.
September for me. I love that show. In not so good news for shows, Jupiter's Legacy gets canceled after
cares? I
just
did
one
not like
season
that.
because it was garbage. Sorry. Jupiter's Legacy.
If you liked it, I get it, because I actually liked the first episode a lot, but I had no interest in keep going for some reason.
Wasn't good, dude. Not good.
I like the characters, and I like the acting, which I was surprised that I liked the acting, because I didn't think Josh Duhamel was going to be good, but he was awesome in it, actually.
Oh, HBO Max is officially launching, or has already officially launched this week,
A potato.
a cheaper ad-supported version of HBO Max. For $9.99 a month, you can get the same service, but it promises no more than 4 minutes of commercials per hour of streaming.
That's cool.
That's not bad if you're not like, how much is HBO Max? Like 13 or 15?
Yeah.
Okay, so for $10 a month,
Yeah.
you get a few commercials here and there, and you still get to access all the good content.
For sure.
I think it's worth it. They have I
They
think
an
HBO
awesome
Max has an
library, yes.
incredible library.
It's just an underrated library. Like they got all the Godzilla stuff, all the Akira Kurosawa, all the Ghibli movies,
Oh my god, the Ghibli
all the
movies
DC,
alone.
Rick and Morty.
Yeah.
Like highly rewatchable content.
Yeah. Yeah. I love HBO Max is definitely beating out Netflix for me.
Right now, yeah.
Yeah. Not that anybody cares, but the Friends reunion came out on May 27th, and it was incredible, and I was crying within the first 4 minutes. Judge me if you will, but I love that show. I know.
I love Friends.
He likes it too.
Yeah, I love Friends.
He doesn't want to talk about it, but
I like it. I don't have a problem with it.
yeah, I used to make him watch it all the time.
I didn't realize how much I liked it until I started watching it with you, to be fair.
Yeah, I love Friends. I didn't really watch it too much when I was a kid coming up, even though it was fully playing when I was old enough to watch it, but I wasn't really into it then. I guess it was the same problem with Seinfeld, right? Where like I couldn't relate to older people when I was a teenager. Like I didn't get that I'm in my late 20s, early 30s sitcom vibe. But then I watched it when I was in my late 20s, early 30s, and I was like, wow, this is awesome and
highly
still
relatable.
Yeah, more relatable than I wish to admit, but I really liked it a lot. Let's see, something about I love when J.J. Abrams comes out with something. HBO's Demimonde is very much alive. What is that?
I don't know what that is.
Demimonde?
I don't know, but he came out recently and said it would have been smart to have a plan for the Star Wars movies. I'm like, don't say it.
Oh my god, yeah.
Just don't say it. Just let it die, dude.
Oh look, he says he'll soon return to the small screen realm as creator of HBO's new sci-fi series Demimonde, a project first announced back in 2018, but one that stalled due to his Rise of Skywalker commitments, and shortly after that due to the pandemic. But recently, Abrams spoke with Collider and revealed that he and the team behind the series have been able to get a lot of work done on the show, which is still very much happening. I want to know what it's about. Let me see. So I feel like we're in a place. No, I want to. Okay, here we go. The series has been dubbed an epic and intimate sci-fi fantasy drama about a world's battle against a monstrous oppressive force. Kira Snyder, Rand Ravitch, and Far Shariat are serving as executive producers and showrunners for the Bad Robot production with Warner Brothers Television.
I hope he just does cool sci-fi stuff forever and ever.
Oh, it looks like it's just sci-fi.
I like his stuff much better when it's just like I love Super 8. I know it's not a perfect movie, but I had so much fun watching that.
Yeah.
And I would just rather him do and play in those kind of worlds.
That would be cool. Let me see what's going on in the chat.
I love Cloverfield, which I know he didn't direct it, but he produced. It was great.
Yeah. Raph says, just give me The Boys season 3. Yes.
For real, let's just
please.
go with that already. I want, dude, The Boys, let's go. I want more Invincible.
Oh, yeah, more Invincible for sure. They left me on too much of a cliffhanger. Like, my body can't take it. John R. Price, it was a super bummer about Jupiter's Legacy getting canceled. I don't know.
Yeah, like I would like it to be awesome and keep going because it's a cool premise, and Mark Miller's a badass writer. Like, I did hear, by the way, because he's has like this deal with Netflix where they're gonna make all his stuff, that Nemesis is gonna get made. I don't know if it's straight to Netflix or what, but
yeah, John says I really want to see a Nemesis show.
dude, Nemesis, dude, it's coming. Something is coming, John. I look it up and see what it is, but they hired like some great team or some people behind it. That is one of the best premises. Do you know anything about it?
Me?
Yeah. Nemesis is basically like, imagine a guy as rich as Bruce Wayne, as well trained in all the martial arts and fighting technique, with all the technology that Bruce Wayne has. And so, like, you know, Batman pretty much can beat Superman sometimes because of his smarts and preparation, not because he's like stronger, faster.
Right.
But imagine that guy is straight up evil and hates people and wants to see terror. He's basically a terrorist.
Like Dr. Doom?
Well, more like Batman. Like Dr. Doom is like thinks he's doing good things. It's complicated. But this guy is straight up a fucking villain. Like, look it up. Put Mark Miller, which you gotta spell AR, and then put Nemesis. It's like an all white character. It's crazy, dude. I cannot believe they're making that, but I would love to see that. I hope they do it right. I never finished the comic either, so I've been considering like picking it up to finish it, because it's everybody says it's one of the best comics. Period. End of story.
Says, God, he's just killing people all over the place.
Yes.
Supervillain Nemesis destroys a building in Tokyo, kills SWAT team and police inspectors.
Like he's unstoppable.
He's given a card. Well, it has a whole plot synopsis on Wikipedia if you want to read
Of the
it.
comic, yeah. But I'm saying like,
I just want like a quick like this is what it's about.
I told you that's what it is. Read it if you want.
But that's all it's about. It's just about him being a piece of shit.
I never finished it, so I don't want to like assume what happened. But feel free to like read a plot synopsis.
Yeah, I will. Not on air.
Yeah,
maybe. What if people don't want to know?
But if it's you're not spoiling the story, just
I
the
don't
synopsis.
know. Okay, let's see what it says. It says the supervillain Nemesis destroys a building in Tokyo, killing a SWAT team and a police inspector. In Washington D.C., the FBI informs Metro Police Chief Inspector Blake Morrow that Nemesis is targeting him next. He is given a card reading Blake Morrow, March 12th at midnight, flatline still counts. Morrow has his family put in protective custody. Nemesis hijacks Air Force One over the District of Columbia, taking the United States president hostage and crashing the plane into Washington, D.C., killing hundreds. Nemesis makes an international broadcast revealing the president hostage in front of him and finishing it by saying, "It's time you hail your new fucking chief." Okay.
Bro.
Nemesis reveals to his henchmen that his real name is Matt Anderson and his father has committed suicide after Morrow tried to imprison him for hunting runaway teenagers with his rich friends. Jesus!
Dude.
His dad was a human hunter?
It's crazy, dude.
Bored of well behavior and less excitement, Anderson traveled the world to learn the ways of crime, hoping to fulfill his mother's dying wish to have Morrow killed. What?
Yeah.
Wait, what?
Well, I don't know. Don't read any more plot. Just, I'm telling you, like, it's crazy.
Wait, who's Morrow?
The cop. All right, don't get caught up in it.
Okay, sorry. You don't want me to read anymore?
No, I just wanted you to get the sense of it.
So the sense of who he is. So he's kind of a vigilante?
Yeah, but he's a villain.
Because but like in the worst way possible.
Look, John R. Price wrote Nemesis. What if Bruce Wayne was the Joker with a side of crazy conspiracy cliffhanger? Exactly.
Okay. I'm into it.
Yeah, it's good. I'm telling you.
Yeah. Oh, K&L Collectibles said he just watched Tenet on HBO Max and Those Who Wish Me Dead.
Yeah, that's the Angelina Jolie movie. Was supposed to be
how was that one? Those Who Wish Me Dead.
I didn't watch that.
Tenet we've got to watch.
Yeah, I want to watch Tenet. I think if we watch it with the subtitles on and we like pay super close attention, we'll enjoy it.
Odd Creations wants to know if you got permission to do a Seven Samurai print, would you do it?
Hell yeah.
I feel like that's like not even a question.
Yeah, it's tricky, that one. Like I've been pursuing there's a couple of licenses I've been pursuing. One of them is that. One of them is I really want to do Ultraman stuff, like in an official capacity.
That would be awesome.
Would you guys be interested in that, like an Ultraman print? Because I don't know.
I can't see how that
I
would
love
be.
Ultraman, but I don't know how many people love Ultraman besides me, like in a way that they would buy art of it.
Right.
But
okay.
Those are ones. But Kurosawa stuff for show, Seven Samurai, Yojimbo, any of the films I'd be happy to do.
Oh, apparently Disney Plus is doing a Secret Invasion.
Yeah, the show
Series.
Mm-hmm.
It's a series.
Yeah, it was announced with.
They did.
Yeah, it was announced at that big conference they had that has Samuel Jackson and what's his face.
I don't remember that.
The Scroll.
Okay, I'm into it. Oh, they're doing Gaiman's Sandman. Neil Gaiman Sandman.
Yeah.
That's awesome. Netflix. Awesome.
They announced like a pretty cool cast, but I don't know if they announced who's playing Dream yet, which is like the main character.
I guess that's a hard one to cast. It's got to be really good casting.
It's weird they haven't announced it.
Mm-hmm.
They announced like 12 people.
Yeah, they have a bunch of people on there. Oh no, they did announce it.
Who's Dream?
Tom Sturridge is taking on the lead role of Dream.
Oh yeah.
And his co-stars announced back in January include Gwendolyn Christie as Lucifer, Boyd Holbrook as the Corinthian, Charles Dance as Roderick Burgess, Sanjeev Bhaskar as Cain, Asim Chaudhry as Abel, and Vivian Achiampong as Lucien, a gender-swapped Lucien.
I would like to know who that Dream actor is. Is that someone that we would know, but I don't know the name?
Tom Sturridge? I'll look him up. I've never heard that name before,
Yeah.
but I'm really bad with names, so in fairness, I'm not one to talk. Okay, I've never seen him before.
Yeah.
He's British.
Put it on the screen so I can see what it looks like. Oh, he looks like an awesome dream.
He's my age.
No way.
What has he been in?
I prefer that we don't know who he is, to be honest.
Oh.
I don't want to like associate his face with an.
I have never heard of this person in my life. I'm like looking at all of his IMDb page, and I don't see literally a single thing that I've ever seen him in. So that's actually great. I prefer that. But yeah, that's him. Look, can you see him there?
Oh,
Yeah.
I like the other picture better. He looks a little too
He
filled
doesn't
out
look-
there.
he doesn't
He's
look-
got to like lose like 90 pounds so he can
Well,
be
look at
dream.
him
There,
here.
that third. Yeah, that's good. But that black and white one's perfect.
looks great
Yeah,
there.
yeah, perfect.
But look at him here.
Perfect.
Ay,
Perfect.
que
Perfect.
flaco.
Yeah, perfect. You gotta be. Oh,
Oh,
is that the guy from Punisher? No, that's not
from
Jigsaw.
Punisher.
Does he play Jigsaw?
No, it's not. No, it's not that guy. But look how skinny he is. My goodness.
Good, good. It's gotta be, dude. It's like cartoonishly skinny in the comic.
Well, I mean, I don't know how close you can get to that in real life.
Machinist skinny.
No.
Yes.
Yeah, that's a terrible idea.
No.
No?
Do it for the art. 1 apple a day. That's
Hey,
it.
how close are you to finishing this thing?
Pretty close.
Yeah?
Yeah, look. I have to do this. That's it.
Yeah. John says if anyone uses Audible, the Sandman audio play is an amazing listening
Oh, yeah?
experience. Hell yeah, I'm down.
That's cool.
Secret Invasion will be SI only in name, like Infinity War and Age of Ultron before it.
Yeah, I'm sure it'll have a lot of newness to it, but
Okay.
I think the premise will still be like, look, it's gonna be this. We're gonna have a situation where in the Marvel MCU, we're gonna get to a point where we don't know who's real and who's a Skrull. Period.
That would be awesome.
That's like the crux of it. And then there's what else they do. I'm sure will be interesting, but I doubt it will be exactly like the comic because, like they said, like Civil War was not nothing. It was not exactly the comic. They took a lot of, and Infinity War was not exactly the comic. There was a lot of differences, but it's fine. Like better because I already know what happens in the comic. I would like to have some surprises.
Let me see. Somebody just mentioned. Oh, Raph mentioned the Amazon Lord of the Rings series.
Oh yeah.
Very exciting.
Looking
It
forward
says
to that.
Amazon Studios has released the first official synopsis for its highly anticipated mega budget The Lord of the
Oh,
Rings TV
what does it
series.
say? What does it say?
The One Ring,
Yeah.
which I guess is a website, revealed the epic sounding description.
TheOneRing.net.
I don't
That's
know.
been the
I
website
think
since the
so.
movies were being made.
Yeah. The epic sounding description, which is both frustratingly vague and light on specifics, but does confirm a couple of details about the project. Here's the complete synopsis in full, which confirms the Second Age setting, some of the key locations including Lindon and Numenor, and the inclusion of a young Sauron as the villain.
That's crazy.
Amazon Studios' forthcoming series brings to screens, this is the synopsis, brings to screens for the very first time the heroic legends of the fabled Second Age of Middle-earth's history. This epic drama is set thousands of years before the events of Tolkien's The Hobbit and The Lord of the Rings, and will take viewers back to an era in which great powers were forged, kingdoms rose to glory and fell to ruin, unlikely heroes were tested, hope hung by the finest of threads, and the greatest villain that ever flowed from Tolkien's pen threatened to cover all the world in darkness. Beginning in a time of relative peace, the series follows an ensemble cast of characters, both familiar and new, as they confront the long-feared reemergence of evil to Middle-earth. From the darkest depths of the Misty Mountains to the majestic forests of the elf capital of Lindon, to the breathtaking island kingdom of Numenor, to the furthest reaches of the map, these kingdoms and characters will carve out legacies that live on long after they are gone. And that made my whole body just turn to jello.
Why?
I love the
Yeah, it's
idea
gonna be
of
awesome.
having a whole series for Lord of the Rings, because I do love those movies very much. I'm a relatively new fangirl of Lord of the Rings.
Yeah, I remember during the pandemic we had a conversation where you're like, I don't think I ever saw all of them, or
No,
I kind of did, but I didn't really pay attention.
because
something
I
like that.
saw them when I was like really young,
Yes.
and so I didn't remember anything.
And to be honest with you, those movies are better watched at home than in the theater. Like,
but
they're
I
awesome
never
in the
had
theater.
access to them.
No, of course not.
And then I never watched the Hobbit movies.
Right.
So during the pandemic, at one of the few marathon movie sessions that I had was The Lord of the Rings, and then following that, I did The Hobbit, and that's it. Like, I am fangirl number one now.
Yeah, that's
like,
great.
please put me in that life forever. I want to be a Hobbit. I want to. I don't know. I
I'm
want to eat
excited.
elf lambus bread and
Lambus.
like carry around a sword and have a cloak and the whole life. I just want to. Let's see. What else? Oh, Marvel's What If.
That's coming out.
I'm really
in
excited
August.
for that.
Yeah, me too.
August?
I think so. Yeah.
Okay, I'm into
It's
that.
after Black Widow and
Yeah.
before Shang-Chi.
KNL says he thought Those Who Wish Me Dead was good, but Tenet is a rewatch like most Chris Nolan movies.
You have to watch it.
But
Walter.
recommends both. Tenet is very complex, like Inception. Yeah.
Okay, well, I'm sure it'll be enjoyable either way.
Yeah. John says, knowing that Gore the God Butcher is the main baddie of Thor Love and Thunder.
I know. Has me nuts.
I hope it's paving the way for a serpent/fear itself adaptation for Phase 5.
So good, dude.
You're getting into real deep
I
Marvel
heard
stuff that I don't know about.
I heard that they're not going to use Fing Fang Foom in Shang-Chi because they thought that the name was a little problematic in terms of, which I get it. Look, there's a lot of stuff that was written at a time where people thought differently about how to portray these characters, but I'm just excited for that movie. I don't know. I never cared about Shang-Chi as a kid, but I loved Jung so much from Kim's Convenience.
No, I just want to see him succeed.
Yeah, I just want to see him in an awesome thing.
Let's see. Jolly Ginger says Amazon Wheel of Time, maybe this year. I know a lot of people who were really into that series. I never read it. But I know that it has a rabid fan base, so I'm excited to see what comes out of that, because after all these decades, I think it deserves a little time in the light. All those like famous sci-fi and fantasy films, series are finally getting.
There's a
treatment.
Foundation show coming out.
Foundation. From
Isaac Asimov. It's like one of the first.
Oh yeah. That does sound familiar.
That would be awesome.
Kano says only saw the original Hobbit. Recommend the others? Yes.
Yeah, but they're more like a vibe. Like, don't put that on. Like, if you like, I don't think you should watch The Hobbit if you just want to like you're amped up.
I think you gotta watch. To me, it felt better to watch Lord of the Rings first all the way through and then go into The Hobbit. Yeah. Because The Hobbit is great. Like, the trilogy is really great and it's a great story, but it is a very self-contained story. Yeah. Like, it literally is just the adventures of Bilbo Baggins, like what turned him into the Bilbo that you meet during Lord of the
if
Rings.
You know the story, you don't have to rewatch it all. But what I'm saying is, like, the thing about those movies is when I first saw them, I thought, I was like, oh, more of the same, but not with the same amount of hype. But then when we watched it the second time, with what you were describing.
Then when we watched it the second time, I'm like, why wasn't there more hype for this?
Well, what I'm saying is it had been so long since I had seen the original ones at that point that when I saw The Hobbit, I'm like, this is a fun vibe. Like, I could just sit on the couch and like.
It is, but it's not as epic as Lord of the Rings.
But it's okay because the characters are good.
It's small epic, but it's still epic, but it's just on a
There's great
scale.
scenes, great creatures.
The stakes aren't as high as they are in Lord of the Rings, which is why it feels like a smaller story, but it's still in that universe. And if you like the vibe of that universe and those characters and the storytelling, I think it's worth watching.
It's still quality, in my opinion.
100%.
Like, it's quality film. It's just like always going to be compared to Lord of the Rings, which nothing's ever going to hold up to that.
It's Lord of the Rings is an epic. It's
a moment in time. Dude.
You can, and there's just it's so complex of a story that you can't compare the two. The Hobbit is just a fun, like, chill, laid back version. Yeah,
and plus a bunch of great, crazy, awesome monster character designs.
Oh my god, it's incredible. Everything about that movie I love. I think it's highly underrated. Let's see. Also this year, Dune. Yeah. Dune. I'm very excited for that. I love Dune.
I didn't care about that movie though. That was boring as fuck.
Colt wants to know if we ever be aliens. Should we just tell him the truth?
No, dude, we're so shitty, Colt.
No, we suck.
Colt, we're so shitty at that game, dude.
We're
so stressed out. But we enjoyed playing it for that brief time with all you guys.
Well, we played it for like 2 days.
We did. That's true, Colt.
Before
we played
even started.
Everything up to that. 2 evenings. Solid evenings.
But man, that was, and it's funny because my brother texted me after he found out we were playing, and he's like, have you cried yet? Like, have you quit the game yet? And I'm like, we're close because we feel like this is an impossible task.
That's what's funny about it, because like we played Resident Evil, which is meant to be a scary game.
Yes.
And there's definitely some scary moments, but Alien is not as like high end of a game, so less graphical fidelity, but it felt more tense, more stressful, more like dire than Resident Evil did at any point.
Yeah, it's true.
Which is interesting.
Yeah. But no, we never finished it. Now we played Resident Evil 2, which was awesome.
No,
I mean Resident Evil
Village.
8, sorry, Village. Which I mean we like
A lot of
gobbled
fun.
it up.
A lot of fun.
Oh, such a great.
Not scary at all. If you're like considering playing it,
I think
there's scary moments. But it's not.
one of the houses. Like I guess if you wanna.
For me, I didn't find it very scary. Gabby found some scary stuff in it.
There was only really one area of the game that was scary, and it is widely considered the scariest part of the game, even though it is kind of the shortest part.
I
of the
didn't find
game.
it scary at all, but it's okay.
I
don't say that.
Scarable.
I don't say that in a negative way. I just say it's more of an action game in a horror setting.
The rest of it is all action, 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 action. But there was just one section of the game that is like, to me, closer to the horror genre than anything else in that game was. Yeah. But I think it's 100% worth playing.
I thought it was super fun.
Even if it's just on the PS4, like the PS5, what was cool about it was there was no loading.
Yeah, I think there's a lot of games that are worth just fucking playing it. You don't wait for a PS5, just enjoy it.
Yeah, just have fun with it, and if you like it enough, when you get a PS5, you can always replay it. But that was really the only advantage I think that the console had, right?
Yeah, like speed loading.
The speed loading.
No loading.
There literally was no loading.
That was crazy.
It was, and in fact, when I noticed it after the fact, I didn't even notice it while I was playing. That's how seamless it was. That it wasn't until afterwards.
Yeah.
But that takes away from my print fund. Well, we will forgive you, Colt, if you want to use some of that money towards a video game. How you doing on that print there? You're almost done.
I'm just about done.
Are you gonna print it tonight too? Or
do you guys want to see it print? Ask people if they want to see it printed.
Well.
Oh, yeah, I have a microphone too.
You have a microphone.
Read the comments as people respond to this following question. Do you guys want to see it printed, or you guys gotta get out of here? Let me know.
We've been up for almost about 2 hours.
My ink's already set up. I could just do it in a few seconds.
Yeah, but we will not be offended if you guys are.
Yeah, if you guys are like, nah, wrap it up, we're done.
Did you do the stars already?
Yeah.
I like that you slimmed his nose down.
I took off the nostril.
Yeah.
Because that's what part of why I think it was getting Akbar vibes too.
Oh, because
that and the other I took it off here too.
Yeah, I like it.
Yeah.
Now it has like it looks even a little bit more alien.
Yeah.
Like a frog.
Yeah, some frog vibes, some bird vibes.
Little bird.
Yeah, like a cockatiel vibe.
Yes, cockatiel vibe. Aw, poor guy.
Dang.
Colt says, bro, you gotta print that.
You gotta print it.
I agree. You may as well just do it.
Okay, I'll do it.
All right, put the little finishing touches. There you go. Cool. Seminole Designer says, do it. I want you to say it, though, in the, what's that guy's, Shia LaBeouf. Do it. Just do it. Did you see the new Monster Arts Godzilla? And yes, I would like to see a print. Did you?
Oh, it's based on the anime, Godzilla anime, Singular Point. It's on one of those things. I don't like that design of Godzilla very much, his face. But the figure looks badass. Like, for that figure, it's awesome. Meanwhile, the Jet Jaguar for that show looks Jeff's kiss.
Let's see. Everyone is down to watch you print it, so there you go. Dead Kiriyama says looks more like a sea turtle. It does have sea turtle vibes. So like that kind of flat nose with just like a pinhole nostril. Yeah, it definitely has that vibe. Jolly Ginger says print it, so that's it. You heard it. Jolly Ginger said it. Get to work. He's looking for paper. He set up everything except paper, which is very much like him. Odd Creations wants to call dibs on the print. Oh, you had the pre-cut paper.
I have some.
Good job. Look at you doing the thing. Is it really pre-cut, or are you?
No, I really have some pre-cut.
Oh, okay. All right, get it done. Do we have a name for the character?
No, I don't need a name for the character per se, but the race.
You guys can help us come up with a name for that.
Yeah, like if you guys want to throw out some like
or names for these
this particular creature race, yeah.
Yeah, help us out. Put it in the chat. What do you think this creature is? The race, not the guy himself.
Yeah, like when I was coming up with the name Golakiri, like I was looking at a bunch of cities in like East Asian countries. So like Southeast Asian countries, I was looking at different cities, and then I would find half of this name, put it together, change a couple letters,
smart.
and then I just looked up names, Thai names, Vietnamese names, because they just sound so foreign for our
us.
Western
Yeah, to
culture.
us. Frost Hanlon says umigame is sea turtle vibes.
Yeah, game. Yeah, it definitely has turtle vibes. It has like some kind of like crustacean vibes here at the top.
Station. I do like that.
You know, so like sometimes when I'm looking for a name, like I'll look up like how do you say shrimp or lobster in every different language,
I like
and then I'll find the sounds that I like. I always go by
Oh.
sounds.
Crocetaceae does Odd Creations.
It's cool.
Okay.
Put any names that you guys think.
Literally
and then we'll
anything.
look
Just
at- all right.
let's throw stuff at the wall and see what sticks.
And then you can also do we can start a Facebook thread for it too. Like we don't have to figure it out tonight.
No. But we'll
we
grab
might-
the best ones
Yeah,
and put
and
in
then,
a poll.
and then
or
we could
something.
like all like something tonight, and then we could tomorrow morning like, oh no, we shouldn't have named
We
it
wake
that.
up and we're like,
So
what
we
the hell are
we can
tripping
name it
on?
something tonight, and then reserve the right to change it immediately.
Right.
All right, so oversized.
Wow. Talk about overkill. That's what happens.
That was the tracing.
Boy.
I have-
This is if you just wanted to sum up Peter in one image, it's him using a like 20-ton roller to ink the tiniest little print. This is it. This is the look.
ready to go.
Just don't try to explain it. I like hearing it clunk around back there.
A little
So inelegant.
a wee bit more ink.
Are you gonna just? Oh, I was like, are you gonna just splotch it onto the?
No. It would be cool, like if, like Takoro really blows up, and it's like the book that we make comes out, and it's really like popular and well received, and then like these characters show up in there, but then there's this artifact of us creating it, and all this exists. Like imagine that for any other famous character, like video footage of the inception of it. That'd be cool.
It is cool.
This is like an insurance policy. Like if this thing blows up, that will be cool.
Yeah, it will be. And then you can put it all together in a documentary.
Yeah.
Let's see. Robo Dragon says Tantumia. No idea if it means anything. It just popped in my head. I like that.
Tantumia sounds cool.
I like when things just pop into your head. That happens to us all the time. John says the crocoto.
Crocoto.
I did like that. Glenn says off topic. What's the name of the background music? It's some stock music that we get from a website where we pull music that we can use.
But you know what? Tell
on
them that
YouTube.
because people.
It's lo-fi. It's basically called lo-fi hip hop. So if you go on Spotify,
Epidemic. Oh yeah.
well, Epidemic Sound is like the website where people get music for using on their YouTube videos and Instagram. That's copyright. Well, it's not copyright free. You have to pay to use
like
Epidemic.
a subscription
Yeah.
fee, and then you can use it without.
Yes.
Well, you have to like somehow alert YouTube to the fact that you're subscribed.
Right, but you can sign on to the website and just listen to the music, and if you like those songs, I believe you can download them for private listening.
Yeah, and not only that, I think there's a lot of those artists and producers. This paper would not be a print that I would sell because it's like already.
It's all
super
screwed up,
here
yeah.
and material, but just for tonight, I'm gonna use it.
Yeah.
Oh,
But
I don't
you,
know if you guys can hear me
honestly, Glenn, if you just go onto Spotify and type in lo-fi, L-O-F-I, you'll find so much music that sounds just like this by a bunch of different artists, and they have playlists already set up. And my favorite are like the video game lo-fi tracks. They take a lot of like Zelda music and stuff like that, and they turn it into this style of music. And it's really cool to have on in the background while you're working. Let's see some other names. MKT says the Chaburi
Chaburi sounds
or
fun.
Fet Chaburi is a place in Thailand.
That's cool. See, that's
Chaburi is cool. The
is
Chaburi.
fun.
I like that one. Raph says, I really want Takoro to make an appearance in the Kaiju Max comic series.
What is Kaiju Max
I have
Comics?
no idea.
Raph, inform us more.
Yes. Frost Hanlon says the Darshalon.
Darshalon sounds
I like
cool
that
too.
too. Chelsea says, who cares? Just print it. WB says he looks like a Randall.
Right.
I agree he does look like a Randall. He would have a name like Randall. Colt says, what does this race do? Or what is their specialty? I need deets so I can think of a cool name.
We talked last time about like them being kind of like just maritime, nautical.
But
like,
also
port city.
they have a warrior
Yeah.
class.
Yeah, this is like the thick war class. Yeah, that looks pretty good, you guys.
That's pretty good. Looks pretty good, except for the bent corner there.
Well,
Wop, wop. It does look good though.
yeah, it's a good one. I like it. See, like now I would look at this and go, that would work on a block print, like
and in a big scale.
in a big scale,
Yeah.
you know?
Yeah. Now you know the details that go in there that look good.
Yeah.
I like all the little weird barnacle-y kind of
Yeah.
dotting that he has going on.
And it's funny
there.
because it's literally just dots.
I know, but it all together kind of gives the impression that it's, I don't know,
No,
either
yeah,
it's
yeah.
modeling or it's texture, but it's something.
If you look at, okay, so here's what I was talking about before. If you look at the design, right? What is it like really? Besides the big shape, there's like solid black, solid white, some areas that are obvious details like an eye or a nostril or a mouth, right? But everything else is just like black areas that like fade out with lines going in specific directions, right? So that's like, and then the dots, because they're in there, give you the impression of texture.
Yeah, which you
know?
need
Yeah.
to break up all the black and white
But
chunks.
it's like, it's almost like your mind is filling in what it is, which is cool.
Right.
Well, that means it's successful, like it worked.
Yeah,
But I hope you guys dig it, man. It was fun to
that
make.
was great.
Um,
It was a good conversation.
that was good. Yeah, we had
Fun. We
fun.
had fun talking about-
This is literally, by the way, like the interesting thing about this. This is literally what it would be like in an art class or in an art studio. If I had another friend here, we were working on artwork together. Like you're making stuff, but you're not. You're just talking about all kinds of things to help the time go. And that's kind of like what I like about these episodes. The designing episodes are literally what it would be like if you guys came over and wanted to hang out while I was working on something. It would be the exact same way.
Yeah.
So it's a cool virtual version of that, virtual hang. But that being said, thank you guys so much. As always, I appreciate you guys joining us on these. If you came in late or wanted to get a chance at the new mugs, they're hanging out in the shop. No limit on those, so help yourselves. Don't rush and don't worry about it. If you want to grab one, grab one. If not, they'll be there later. But the mug club has been satisfactorily updated, I believe now.
Yes.
Five mugs available
Yes,
in total.
a flavor for everybody.
Yeah, 15 ounces
Yes.
too. So that's just a fun thing. Thanks again to Eric Denman over at Skybound for helping to put those designs together for me. And yeah, so here's a new creature. Oh, look, see, this is funny. A little piece of linoleum got stuck.
I was wondering what that was.
Yeah, that's not intense. So you know what I'll do if that happens? I would go here. Archival ink.
Just fill that in real quick.
Yeah, because if not,
You'll
like,
never
but it
know.
has to be archival ink. Like it can't be a Sharpie. It has to be this India ink.
Yeah,
Okay.
because otherwise, yeah,
It'll turn a different
it
color.
oxidizes.
But yeah, so thanks again. Next week we should be back with a very special guest. I'm gonna just confirm it before I say more about it. And if it works out, I think we'll have 2 awesome guests back to back, and then we'll be like inching closer towards the next Skybound Expo. Which, guys, there's a fucking crazy announcement on Skybound Expo for Attack Peter stuff. Just saying that, and it might be on Comics Vault Live. So just ready your butts. And what else? I think that's it. And then I think we should be getting some new info on the Mondo Godzilla around that same time, June, July, or July. Oh my God, we're already in June, so soon,
Yeah.
super soon.
Really soon.
Anyway, all fun stuff, all good stuff. Thank you so much. Thank you. Before you guys leave, if you haven't, you just click like on the video. It'd be super awesome of you. Subscribe if you haven't. And then I will see you guys later.
Bye, everybody.
guys.
It was great seeing you again. We'll see you next week. Goodbye.
Peace.